It cut off. They cut it off. I don't know why. Interesting. The lie cut off, y'all. I don't know. As soon as I start mentioning the clone shit, they cut it off. I didn't even say it. The lady said it. All right, we're going to see what she said. Okay, doing that shit again.
No, I don't think so. That he's such a powerful person to clone. Like, he's such a mental creature, not to say, say it that way. Yeah. I don't see that. I don't see no one able to clone someone so, intelligent, shall I say.
Well, from my understanding, there is one that I mean, this was like, things are being bought to me, right? And I'm sorting out. I'm not swinging to the right or to the left, right? I'm just staying in the middle.
I understand. Yeah.
And so this was brought to me in regards to that if there was any heinous acts that were committed, it wasn't your father.
I know. So it's been plenty of times, like, for example, his kids were supposed to go to court. His kids was like, I was supposed to go to court, and these people like douchebag, douchera, whatever, Damian Pryor, Basil Muhammad, whatever the heck this guy's name is, or whoever he is, his baby mother, which is Elizabeth Westbrook, who you'll see her name in the documents also, where she changed her name to York too eventually. She was supposed to assist me to go to court in regards to the transporting of minors back and forth. A man that has over 100 children, his kids were being transported back and forth between their parents, between their mother and their father. Because some of them, so like me, for example, my mother lived in New York, my father lived in New York.
Yeah, I know.
So I was always back and forth. And the only person that ever transported us was Patricia Lewis. Sakina was the only person that drove back and forth between Georgia and New York and upstate New York, Yonkers and Virginia and all different locations. She was the only person that was transporting his children and other people as well.
Yeah.
My father, in regards to what they speak about for Disney World, and they said that he transported people to Disney World. I was one of those kids that went to Disney World plenty of times. You can see it on my page. When you go on my Instagram, Uma York, you can see it right on my page. You can see that I've been to Disney World with my father. So they made sure that people like me were not there in court to be able to present this stuff to court.
So you were blocked from being able to come to court?
Yes.
On your father's behalf?
Yes.
Okay.
Not only by these people, but also probably by family as well.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next phase of where we're going, young elder, are you still looking for something?
I got so one more thing. So we're gonna talk about Jacob York too, because the Jacob York, the plot, it's like different angles. Like there was a lot of people working a different angle against Bob, man. Like it's a lot of people that was hating, and then they all ain't.
Yeah. Well, the one thing we have established here is a cause to rethink and look at this, what's going on and what has transpired during this time and what led up to the sheriffs and the police department. And I didn't see any FBI agents. Were agents and
young elder, that document, that last one before you went off, That was it. That was the recantments being published in a newspaper because when things certain legal things happen, they have to publicize it. So it was publicized in the newspaper about the recantments, but nobody obviously cared enough to clear his name after they done destroyed his name.
Damn.
Everybody's saying, right? Somebody said they think he, in my chat, saying that they think he may have been cloned indeed.
Or he got children that look like him.
Like they had people that they was picking up. This is what I heard from somebody, that they had people that that was look like Bob.
Yes.
Yeah,
That they was going through portals.
Yeah, there was a guy walking around looking like him. Yeah.
Yeah, that there was this one entity, and this is what firsthand knowledge from someone who was at the place when they picked him up. Said
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. That don't seem far off. For one. Even though we know those who've been around what the conspiracy is and who it started with, Jacob York. It wouldn't surprise me that these motherfuckers got other beings jumping in and out this bitch. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised about that shit. I don't like getting into none of the extra shit, but I wouldn't be surprised about it. Because I know it's possible. I ain't gonna get too deep, but I know it's possible. You trying to write something?
this person was on the way to the portal, and they intercepted him. And that the one that is in prison is really not your father. That that's a clone. So there's some, there's some, question about whether or not the one that's in ADX, I think that's what it is ADX.
Yes, ADX Max. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That might not be the real one, that the real one is somewhere else, or, so that came across my communication to me. Like I said, I want everybody to know, for the record, I am not attached to any of this, only to stay in the middle, right?
I don't know why people don't say names. Like when people say it came to me, I don't know who be saying what. That's how I like to do it. Like, okay, who said it, or who said that, or what organization did this? It's a whole fucking game. There's so many pieces to this shit to be processed. There's a lot of pieces to this shit. I was just thinking that, but again, you know what I mean? I remember that too. She was dropping names and they called her phone. Okay, so you were watching it then. I wasn't watching it. Yeah, he underground. I know what you think you mean, but he 300 feet underground, according to what's been said. She was telling it at all at first. They told her to stop saying the names. I mean, why she seem on edge a little bit? They called her phone when Uma mentioned George Floyd. Oh, I understand. That might be the console then, because they probably didn't want her getting wrapped up in certain affairs. I understand that, because she not really is she where she's standing. She ain't even supposed to be doing this, because that's public. So I can understand that. A console might call, be like, you've been advised. I get it.
And bring out everything in the light so that everybody can see it in truth.
There was a document on there that spoke about Turtle Island, and I know
Yeah,
he
that's what I
spoke
was
about.
looking.
Yeah, I you know.
George Floyd name is only a little title.
Not for nothing, I didn't really look at that until you just popped that up. I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's the same thing on Empress Patrice doc about Turtle Island.
Yeah, Turtle Island.
Damn.
In truth.
There was a document on there that spoke about Turtle Island, and I know
Yeah,
he
that's what I
spoke
was
about.
looking.
Yeah, not for nothing, I didn't really look at that until you just popped that up. I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, that's the same thing on Empress Patrice doc about Turtle Island.
Yeah, Turtle Island.
Yeah.
So we see it's a bigger land grab than we thought. When it comes to being indigenous, and him speaking about being a diplomat, and they keep presenting these lawyers
Turtle
to me,
Island is the
knowing
whole
that
damn
goes
thing.
against our laws of our true laws, which is the hierarchy of laws, which deals with the universal law, the natural law, the laws of maximum, the sovereignty, the contract law, the treaties, the constitution, the corporations, the federal codes, and the police corporations and agents and citizens. I probably need to send you this document as well. I just picked it up real quick because it was right in front of my face.
Okay. And
I have
so,
so much paperwork.
okay, but here's the bottom line, is that as the Empress, I've fixed a few things that I can't talk about on this line feed. Okay. So the actions of those who done dirt has been squashed by an action that I took about 3 weeks ago. So it don't matter what they done. The Empress have fixed it. And the evidence of it is on the way. Okay? So whatever I think they've done has already been reversed as far as the land is concerned. So let's talk about this document here. Okay? That led up to me going back to look at what Bourgeois done.
Hey, could you go into detail that how Deuce snatched he rationed you for the documents, like go into that whole storyline, because that's interesting.
Sure. I want to go back to Bourgeois had to be working with someone because they knew I was the bloodline. And he was hired to probably manipulate me in more ways than I probably can think about, right? But when we was over in Egypt, the documents of the land, the allodial title, and all that stuff was brought to Egypt. And that the judge and myself and Bourgeois, along with the notary, met. And while we was in that meeting and the transfer of the land was being given to me and the books being opened as to what's in all the accounts, Bourgeois wanted to talk about Dr. York. That was the first mention of him to me. And I'm telling everybody up front, for the record, I had no knowledge of Dr. York prior before July, whenever I was over in Egypt. On up till that point, I was in Egypt when Bourgeois, while I was speaking with the judge, brought up Dr. York's name. And being that I was the Empress, that he gave me a scenario of what was going on with Dr. York and him being need to free Dr. York from jail. And being the humanitarian woman that I am, of course, I was in agreement with that. I didn't do any research. I didn't know anything other than the fact that he told me he was unjustly in jail, in prison. And I agreed that whatever it takes, that we would do that. And he said, well, we're going to need the orders from the judge, and the judge can't do it unless you say so. And so I told the judge, I said, you and Bourgeois work out all the details. And the judge said that the first thing need to go is it need to go to Alvin Long, the person at the bottom of this document. and he had to send to wherever Alvin was. And I want to say at that time, Alvin might have been in China.
Mm.
And so the judge said he had to send the orders over there and let Alvin either create the document or whatever, and then it had to be sent back to Paul for notaries. And then from Paul, it was instructed to send them to Dujwa so that me and him could go and execute to go get Dr. York.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the chain of command from Egypt to China, where Mr. Long was, back to London, and then from London, and instead of me saying, and I look back, 2020, right? I should have told them to send them documents straight to me, but I didn't do that. I had them to send them to Dujwa, and the documents were sent to Dujwa while we're preparing to.
Let me ask you something. Did Dujwa suggest you send them to him, or y'all just thought about that without him saying it?
Well, I thought, well, since he was really more familiar with Dr. York and to make sure that things were going accordingly, I think that I might have said send the documents to Dujwa.
Because you thought he was his son, because that's what he told you.
That's exactly right.
He's not related to him at all. He's not.
Okay, so in my defense, I'm thinking that this is it would be all right since they needed to work out the details, right? Mm-hmm. And so when the documents were finished and passed from one place to the next, I never saw the documents until we got to Colorado. Mm. When it was time to execute the documents. The second part of that document was what Dujwa and I worked on before we left Charlotte to go to Colorado with my marshal.
So you met him originally where?
I met him originally in Philadelphia through my marshal, who said that there was someone that I needed to go to meet with in Philadelphia in regards to my position as the Empress. And that he was working on, Dujwa was a liaison for First Republic. Okay, he was working supposedly for Africa and North America to get the indigenous people back to their lands and the original people of the lands to be restored back to their original owners.
And did he provide any
people of the indigenous people, yes.
And he provided documents of this too. Well, this guy clearly is a great scammer or something. You know, he used to do scam with my brother. You know, my brother Ayub, you know, rest in peace Ayub, he passed, you know, in federal custody. He used to do scams with him. That's where he comes from. When my brother offered 44 years, my brother ended up staying there and dying. Obviously, he was beat to death. He used to write me all the time. He told me that he was beat to death in prison. And Dujwa got out. And when he came out, he became the ambassador of the Nubian nation.
Right. Well, see, First Republic is known all over the world. Okay. And I don't know how he was able to convince First Republic to come in to be the liaison for North America.
The killer clan.
Okay. And identifying me as the rightful matriarch for this land over here. See, London got all the records of what belonged to us. All roads began and end in London. Okay? So I don't know how he wormed his way into the First Republic. He probably charmed his way in. Oh, he's a great advocator, blah, 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 right? But however he got in, then once he got in, then he probably did. I'm agreeing with you, young elder, that the killer clan.
Yeah, they have to help him.
They had to help him.
Yeah, he did.
Because the Rothschilds had to release the loyalty and stuff to where I probably was already at birth already They already knew. They always know who the rightful people is on this land. And I was probably in the system. Let me tell you, I know I was in London.
Then Pops write about you in one of his books saying that you was coming or something.
Yeah, but I want to go back. Before I get there, I gotta make sure to establish something. So if you give me a minute, please. Because when you don't tell the whole story the way it needs to, it leads people to their own conclusion.
Right.
And so you have to understand where my position came in at. He had to come get me. Because London had already knew who the rightful heir to this land was, through the Rothschilds.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I know London, I always knew prior before any of this happened, because when I got sick, they had to send me somewhere. And the doctor was instructed not to touch me, that London instructed him where to send me to do. So,
I have proof of him being a child molester right here.
Okay, so
Paperwork.
the bottom line is, once Bourgeois was probably part of the killer clown and all this going on, when he was able to maneuver himself within the First Republic in the World Court and became whatever he was, a liaison person, which is no longer on the website anymore because of them finding out what he had done. Now, we bring it up to what that you asked.
I have these documents. I have documents of him committing child molestation on a child 9 years old, under the name of Damian Pryor. It was presented to Athens Clark County Police Department, and it was swept under the rug. I literally have these documents right here.
Right.
And I'm not sure if y'all can see my screen or not.
I think everybody knows that Bourgeois is all that because that's all that's been spoken about. So we believe you and we know that, right? So what we're trying to get to is this release order for your father.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up.
And getting clarity. Go back to the release order.
I'm gonna go back to it. Big Mama, you said that this dude wrestled you down, like he wrestled you for the paperwork, and then he come right here on our YouTube and leave comments. Like, how's this dude still leaving? Where the hell is he? He leaving comment. He had the original documents. That's not the original. So that means that, like you said, he must have switched them out on you.
He switched them out when they sent the documents to him. And when it was time for me when we got to Colorado, is when I got the call from the judge, and the people in London were saying that Bourgeois was not allowed on the prison premises. That was about an hour before we was due to go get your father. That Bourgeois had started a riot and they had to call the National Guard in. And to get Bourgeois off of the properties and whoever else he bought with him. So he didn't disclose that to any of us. So that's when the throwdown happened. Okay? And so when I told him to give me the orders, and that me and my marshal was going to go and get your father, because I didn't want them to think that I was coming on the property with Bourgeois, because that would have been setting me and my marshal up with information we should have known about. He didn't tell us that there was an issue with him going on prison property. And me and my marshal, we don't have, we had standing to go on the prison property. He didn't. And he tried to use us as a front to start probably something else. And we didn't appreciate it. So I told him to give me the orders. I got the orders that he gave me in the DHL envelope that it came in, right? He went to his vehicle to get the orders out of there. And I went to the vehicle about maybe 3 minutes after he was in there. I don't know what he's doing in there. And then he handed me the documents. And then I handed them to my marshal. He snatched them out of my marshal's hand. And then that's when me and him started to toggle a little bit. And I said, you gonna give me these documents. And that's the document that you see. So I don't know what he took out of the package prior before I got to see anything. This is what I got from him. And this is what's been in my possession since then.
This is what I'm trying to figure out, Big Mama.
Special
Okay,
order
so
of
he got
release.
the original shit, And when they look it up on those songs, sovereignty thing to see if it's like listed.
Yeah, I researched it. I researched this document because, I wanted to see if there was an order released for my dad, because I'd never seen this document before. So I researched it, me and my...
Yeah, I think they were saying that this happened in 2019. Because Ish told me about this too. Ish was like, next time you talk to what do you call it? To Basil, bring that up. He was like, bring up the fact that when he went down there, and actually he called the prison. He called the prison and was like, we coming to get our president, right? We coming to get our president, something like that, we coming up there now, y'all gonna have to hand him over to us, all this other stuff. And the prison was like, yo, okay, what time y'all coming? And they was like, yeah, we gonna be there at this time, get ready to hand him over. And when he got there, the National Guard was there. You know what I mean? He didn't have no rights to walk onto the property how he was trying to act like he did. You know what I mean? He was saying he went the Moore's route, but he didn't have it. He didn't have all that stuff in order. So Pops wound up getting restricted because of that. He couldn't have like phone calls, letters for a while. So yeah, it's been a few years since that event. I think if I'm not mistaken, but I do remember Ish telling me about that. It was like, yo, bring that up next time, because he would be in them clubhouse rooms listening to me how I was running them niggas around in circles. Like, cause they talk to you thinking that you don't know anything. But I've been around, seen a lot of this stuff, and I know a lot of stuff about this. You know what I mean? So he was like, next time, bring that up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't think the Moors would have said president, or anyone they wouldn't have said that. You know what I mean? So he probably was literally speaking. That's spell work, by the way, if y'all don't know. You can speak somebody into another jurisdiction. So he probably played that game by speaking those words, or it could have been a lot of stuff that went into that. But for him to fight to get them papers, notice this is a spiritual war. And there's a lot of spell work on them papers. It should say order of release. He should have been out in 2019 then. So there had to be a, a sabotage. There had to be a sabotage to stop it from happening. And I think there's been a lot of sabotage. I remember he was supposed to be out like 2004. Okay, maybe 2005. They said they were going to let him out. Somebody sabotaged that. It's a lot of shit. It's 2009. Somebody sabotaged that. He been about to get out a few different times. But it's always somebody that did something, and then it took more time. You with me? So it wasn't like these government people could have held him. I told y'all that a long time. I said, this government can't hold him, right? The government alone couldn't hold him. They needed people on the inside, infiltrators, you know what I mean? Active agents to hold him, because that's the only way. If these people supposed to be a part of your nation and they doing all of this, all that's gonna fall on you. You know what I'm saying? And first of all, you were never supposed to be under the jurisdiction to begin with. And Dr. Malachi York put that on record. He said, yo, you don't have permission to use my name or my title, right? You don't have permission to use that. I'm not under your jurisdiction. I'm a national this, that, or the third. He was breaking it down. We went through the school united, New Wapian Nation of Moors. All this was explained. Go look up a video. Say your Moorish rights, right? Or something like that. You have Moorish rights. Go look at that class, right? He was teaching all of this. People think he didn't know. He did know. And he put it on record from the beginning and gave, per what he just said on Tabby Jets live, you got to put all these pieces together, right? And again, I want to put this on record since we're here on this now. If Atmos's mother is not involved in the case, and I spoke it to say that she was, right? Even when I said we're gonna bring Uma up to confirm it, right? I should have checked myself first. You know what I'm saying? Before even saying it, if she ain't even in the case, right? So I don't have no problem with apologizing to the brother because of that, which might have caused for him to come in how he came in. You know what I'm saying? So that could have been a misunderstanding. I'm cool with that. I don't have no issue, with that. Because I look and I say, okay, I don't see that name. I see it. He said, that's his aunt. All right, cool. And he was like, that's why he came in. Because he's, you know what I'm saying, niggas speaking on his mom. All right, well, that's cool with me because I know I would have done the same thing. You know what I mean? If you're talking about my mother, yeah, that's a serious situation, and she don't have nothing to do with this. Okay, cool. Then I get it. That could have, you know what I mean, that might have blown out how it blew out because of a misunderstanding. All right, so I have no problem, you know what I'm saying, setting that record straight. Because thus far I haven't seen his actual mother's name. Even though his aunt was there, I didn't see his mother's name. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool with me. You know what I mean? Probably the reason why it's like it went how it went, where it's like, yo, call that off. You know what I mean? Because she can get so hectic about some shit that could have just been a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. I hate having to be the rational one. But it's all good. You know what I mean? Because I feel I would have done the same thing. You know what I mean? No matter what the case was, if a motherfucker bringing up my homie. You know what I'm saying? So I know I would. Not that I feel. I know I would have. So it's all good. That situation, that's cleared up. All right, I get that. We clear that, set the record straight. I apologize about that. If his Umi is not involved in the case, I still don't know. But if his Umi isn't involved in the case at all, then I apologize about mentioning her as if she was. I want to get over here back to what Ty Bajette was saying for a second and see what else is going on here because she was playing Pop's voice. We can hop back and forth. We got time.
Please bear with me.
And at number 9, and that's supposed to be the incident, and it says incident giving concubine. That was all it said.
Hold on a second.
And number 10, it says.
Okay, hold on a second. I want y'all to hear this recording. You will hear that the math teacher had a tooth that fell out of his mouth. And the tooth that fell out of his mouth, he had a toothache. And he was going through pain. And those of you who never had a toothache, you know toothaches are nothing to play with. The master teacher was going through so much pain with his toothache. And 1 minute, family, 1 minute. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened was the master teacher was going through a lot. He had a toothache. He was in pain. They were coming up to visit him. Nobody said anything to the family. They was having balls. They was having parties. Gadush chat.
He talked about that in the letters. When I was reading the letters, he was saying that he's in prison. He going through hell. He said Fatima York. I think he might have mentioned Hagar. I can't remember who she is in the family. But he was like, they sending him pictures and shit at the balls and at the parties and festivals. He like, but I'm in prison. He said, I'm in hell. Like, I'm not having a good time. He said, they act like this is a happy time. It's not a happy time for me. You know what I mean? So that's 100% true.
The Babs that went up to visit Baba and Joaquin, and Baba told them that he had his toothache, his mouth was swollen. They did nothing. They told the family nothing. And what happened was the brother, Bakita's mate, Hutip, and another brother by the name of Emmanuel, who was from Detroit, he came in as well. They came down to visit me to let me know that Baba was sick. And so now so I got in contact with some people in Washington to get Baba a dentist in there to see him. And so this is what this conversation is about that you'll hear.
Acting code 216.
I have to fast forward it because, some things are personal. And I just want y'all to hear that Baba was in agony and his family was collecting money, having balls, having parties while he was sick and almost near death in prison, okay? And so they didn't like me. They didn't like me because I was getting involved. Hold on. So they didn't like me because I was getting involved to help Baba, and I wasn't trying to do it for money. I wasn't even asking the family for money. You see, until the people that I was working with needed financial support, even though I needed it as well. Hold on, I want y'all to hear this.
The book says I do not have my attorney evidence that's pertaining to something that we're filing, which is pertaining to my team. You know?
Yeah.
And because we had talked about it last time, we had mentioned that the doctor had come in from Trinidad that was sent in.
Yes.
And he felt it in my mouth and noticed that the teeth was gone.
Yes.
And I said, if you check the x-ray, you will see that I had 2 teeth up here. Since the last x-ray taken here, why are those 2 teeth gone? And I said, because they fell out. I suffered agony and pain for months as these 2 teeth, not the same time, fell out, but one at a time fell out. And I put in cop-outs, and they said, when the dentist comes. The dentist never came. Eventually, the doggone teeth fell out. And because my medical cases under examination for some filings, I want to give my lawyers the evidence, because I can say my tooth fell out. If I don't have any evidence, they'll just say he made it up. You follow?
Yes.
So I'm giving my lawyer in a pass-through booth, in a legal booth, evidence to prove that these teeth fell out my mouth, because I should not have them. Why do I have them? Because when you took my other teeth out, you took them. That's the policy here, right? So why would I have these 2 teeth if it is, you know, and I definitely didn't yank them out my own head. Any dentist will tell you can't pull your teeth out your head. I mean, it takes a lot. I guess somebody can, but I can't. You follow?
Yes.
So the point was that was a whole thing. That whole thing was all set up. You follow?
When did the Trinidad doctor come in? That was that January 7th?
I think so. I can't remember exactly, and I didn't think to bring that with me. But he did come in, and that's because I think what Tommy Jensen had a doctor come from a special, because he wasn't a doctor from here.
I'm right here, Bob. It's me, Tommy Jet. I'm here with Attorney Leah Holden.
Okay, then you probably know that they sent when you contacted Washington or somebody, they must have sent the dentist in.
Right.
And he happened to be from Trinidad.
Yes.
And so it happened before he started examining me. He looked like he was from Africa, so I spoke to him in African, in a language I thought he would respond to.
Right.
No, I'm not African, I'm from Trinidad. And I said, oh, I used to live in Trinidad. So we had a little dialogue going, right?
Right.
So when I lived there, he was a beautiful country, and he said, oh yeah. And then he asked me, so let me check your teeth. He stuck his hand in my mouth, and he said, no, first he asked me, why did you put in a thing? I said, I didn't put in nothing. Not this time, I've been putting it in for months, but I didn't put in that because the tooth's out.
Right.
Well, then you put cop out and say, I've been putting in cop out for months, but never saw a dentist. But this time, I don't know. He said, then the officer there said, Washington said to bring that man down and get him examined. Washington, D.C.
Right. Now, I spoke with yesterday. I spoke with an attorney, and actually, this was by accident that I got to speak with her. She works for the Bureau of Prisons. She's a litigation attorney. Excuse me, my voice is just a little sore.
I understood, so don't feel bad.
Okay.
My throat is gone.
And so I stated to her everything in detail, what's going on and why is it, I said, this is against the law, it's breaking the constitutional law, it's illegal. You can't have someone housed in a prison, you fund the prison to take care of the people, Mr. York, he's in there suffering. I broke down every single detail from all that I could remember of what's been taking place. You pressing a button and them never responding, your face being swollen, angioedema.
Wait, let me correct that. Press that button in your room, in yourself.
Yes.
By the sometime they come, and by the time they come, it's going to be an hour later. Or one time I pressed the button and the guy came, a PA, right? He said, he came late, and I said, I was sick since like 11 o'clock. And he said, well, someone sicker than you in another part of the prison had priority. That was his answer.
Right.
Literally, he said, someone sicker than you in another part of the prison had priority. And I was like, what?
So when you press the button, is it an officer that's supposed to come, or is it a doctor that's supposed to come?
If you're in your cell and you push the emergency button, right, it lights up outside. The officers on the care will see it, and the rings inside their little booth, and they'll call back down to you and say, what's wrong, Mr. York? What's the emergency? And you tell them, I can't breathe, or, I can't, whatever, I'm swollen. And they say, okay, we'll get a doctor. Then they do their part 100%, the booth does. Yeah? They will send for the PA, not an MD or RN, a PA. Now, I'm like, this guy's a practitioner, right? Suffering from a life-threatening disease here.
Right.
So sometimes they come immediately, stand outside your door and ask, what's wrong? You say, well, if they look at you and see your lips and start swollen up, they can see it. Say, well, what kind of medicine? You say, I haven't been given no medicine. Why haven't you? taking your medicine? You say, sir, I just said I haven't been given medicine for angioedema. Well, do you give medicine for my commissary? Yeah, boy. Antihistamine, my form of angioedema is hereditary, and it has, antihistamine does not do anything to prevent it. Oh, well, okay, well, just lay down and relax and, take it easy. And they walk away. That's been going on for years, and I've been passing out.
Right. That's exactly what I said. Now, I spoke with this attorney. She said, she asked me to calm down. She asked me to explain everything to her slowly.
Right.
And I told her, and she said, so what are you saying? I said, what I'm saying is, y'all need to move him to a facility that is equipped, that has doctors and people that can address his medical issues. Because evidently, they're not doing their job, because if they were, why would Mr. Brian Powell have to send a dentist from another facility to go in to see Mr. York to review all this damage that's been going on? I said, we've been dealing with this for the last 6 years.
Right.
So she stated to me, she took notes. She told me she was going to call the warden. She said there's an attorney over there that she was going to speak to. She asked me the name of the attorney that we retained.
If she calls the attorney to speak, if she goes over here to speak to the attorney over here?
That's what she told me yesterday, and I have her name and her number.
And let me add something. Mm-hmm. So if you call it the same one, Mr. Snellsville was on the complaint.
Okay, now I have something else for y'all to listen to, and then we're going to get into it about Sakina, all right? One moment.
Link them together, but Sakina told the lawyer to not deal with Lita, not to give her anything, don't deal with her. The girl in Florida, it's a hoax with her, with the lawyers. It's a lie. Mr. York is not sick, and you can ask Lita, she'll tell you, because she told me this. So I called Sakina back.
That's yours, right?
Hold on.
Link them together. Right, the firm that can, I'm trying to link them together, but Sakina told the lawyer to not deal with Lita, not to give her anything, don't deal with her. The girl in Florida, it's a hoax with her, with the lawyers, it's a lie.
She was talking about me. Mm-hmm. Sakina was telling the attorneys not to deal with me, that I'm a hoax, that I'm fake, don't deal with me, don't give me anything, don't talk to me. They even lied to Baba and told Baba that I cursed out Attorney Tucker. And I'm going to tell you something too, family. They do this a lot. They always say, oh, Tabitha Jack cursed me out. She cursed me out because I speak up for myself. I don't use foul language, okay? I might say you full of S-H-I-T. I might say goddamn, but as far as me having a filthy mouth, I don't talk like that. But they will try to tell Baba no one wants to deal with me. I'm a hothead. I cursed out the lawyers because they're devils and they need to have an excuse to not deal with me. So this is what they say. Brothers will come up to you, ask a brother, what's up with Tabitha Jack? They'll say all types of stuff. They don't even know me. And if you ask them, okay, well, let me ask you a question, brother. What have you done? They can't tell you anything. So now this is me talking to Baba, telling Baba that they're not working with me.
Mr. York is not sick, and you can ask Lita, she'll tell you, because she told me this. So I called Sakina back.
That's yours, right? Stop talking to Sakina and talk to Tucker.
Right, I need his number.
I don't have Tucker's number here.
You heard Baba say, stop talking to Sakina and talk to Tucker. Now let me tell you what happened. I called Tucker, and I'm telling you, y'all, it sounded like Sakina put her spirit or whatever inside that lawyer. Because when I spoke to the lawyer, he was like all these fake Nawapians and all other stuff. I said, listen, let me explain something to you, sir. I said, you're not Nawapian, I am. You're talking to a Nawapian. I said, where do you think Sakina is getting her money from? Sakina is getting her money to pay you from the Wapians. I said, and at the end of the day, if what you do does not work, we'll still be stuck with our Lord and Savior and the person that we love still in prison while you on the beach sipping pina coladas. So see that this is the thing. The family is so used to you all not speaking up for yourself
Yep.
and looking at them like, oh, she spoke to Baba. Oh, they got a connection with Baba. Oh, that's Baba's son. Oh, instead of just saying, listen, let me watch how these people move.
Yeah.
Let me see how these people are acting. Let me judge them by their character, meaning their spirit self, and not the title. You see? And so what happens is when I spoke to Tucker, I had to check him because number one, he was disrespectful. He said, I'm the best thing that ever happened to Mr. York. I said, oh, really? I said, okay, so what makes you so special? If you're the best thing that ever happened to him. He was disrespectful. He was cocky. He was arrogant. And I didn't like his attitude. Okay? And the thing is, when I tried to get them to work together, he was trying to tell me that he was above international attorneys. Now, mind you, this lawyer has degrees and license to work in any court in the United States. And he had to go to Colorado to file some paperwork to get a license to work, to file whatever paperwork he did in Colorado. And I have to do another update to show y'all what he filed. Which, it was strong, but he refused to file it on time. They was hoping that Baba died in there. Okay? So now listen to this.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay,
You can't find my team here, Will.
okay.
Is that the law office or that's Keith?
Why am I so black?
No.
I love my black
Let me address
skin.
something. Let me address something. Don't make statements like you're gonna start no revolution. I'm not with that. You got to know what you're doing. Okay, we too far. We too close. Okay, don't be saying that. Okay, don't ever put the word revolution near any of this stuff. Okay, don't say that. We're not behind that. That's not what we do. Okay, just want to make sure you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but I do, and I know who's in here, and I know they always in here, and they always looking for something. They always trying to see if you don't address it, they'll say that you were complicit. You know what I mean? No, we don't do. We're not revolutionary. None of that anti-government. No, that's not what this is. Okay, what I say from the dream that I told y'all about. I said, yeah, he could have been walked out of here, but we respect your law. Law isn't a earthly concept alone. Law is interplanetary, intergalactic. Okay, so y'all gotta really be cautious about what you say and what you get involved in, you know what I mean, when it comes to this. Okay, they love to try to throw it off into a category. That's they thing, categories and branches and boxes, but we don't have one. Okay, they tried the cult thing for so long it didn't work. All right, so I got you. I appreciate that. It ain't nothing like that. It's just saying, yo, watch the revolution thing. Okay, don't do that. No, we ain't on that. Pop coming home. Okay, we did it the lawful way, and we honored their law. All right, we reminded them about the things that they already agreed to, okay? And that's how he's coming home, okay?
You know, I'm in the garden. And trust me, I didn't play with white dolls when I was a baby. So I don't hate myself, unlike some dark-skinned women or black women that think they're ugly. I don't think I'm ugly at all. I think I'm beautiful. And I've been told that by my dad all my life. And I've always played with black dolls. And I've always loved myself. And I never was ever called ugly in my life. So y'all are just mad because y'all are the interracism and the tribal colorism. Y'all are just upset because you don't have the melanin and you don't have the strong genes. You're deflect of me. You see, because you come from me. I'm of the original seed. All right. And if you think I'm black now, you should see me in the summertime. I'm blue black. Okay. And I love how I look. I love my skin. I love my hair. I love my image. And I love being Sabine. All right. I'm strong. I got strong white teeth.
Hey,
okay?
Ghost, you don't got to say
I
all that,
love
Ghost.
myself.
I already addressed it. Like, Ghost, you don't got to do all that. Like I said, we addressed it. He understood. That ain't how we moving. Y'all, what y'all got going on today? Said, he's up.
You could go, y'all don't gotta block him if he say, why am I so black? Leave him up there. I love being I love it. I know why. They're just hating. You know, let them go ahead.
Oh, yeah. You have Tina's number, right?
No, I need both of them. I need.
Okay. So I wanted y'all to hear that. Okay? And I have something else that I want y'all to hear. Hold on. I got another recording that I want y'all to hear. And oh yeah, don't worry about that. I ain't sweating that. I got some other things that I want y'all to hear, but I don't know why I keep skipping. Hold on, let me skip it to. Hold on, let's see if this is the one. One moment. No, they're racist. That's all. They just haters.
Petra Brownlee and I have Deborah York here.
Okay, that's not that.
How are you?
Hi, Barbara.
Okay, that's not it. Let's go to this too and see. It should be this one. And this is the one. Hold on. Two. Where's the one? I think this is it. Hold on.
Hi, Dr. York. Hi, this is attorney Petra Brownlee. I'm with Brownstone, PA. How are you doing? You can put the speakerphone on. Good.
Hold on, let me see something.
Yes.
I think this one. Hold on.
Anyway.
You do? I do? I'm sorry.
Okay, this is it right here.
Trying
Hold
to
on a
relax
second.
and let go, like you said.
Listen to this.
Cursed out all the attorneys. Come on, why you keep doing that kind of stuff?
That is not true. I never cursed out an attorney.
Well, I spoke to the attorneys.
Well,
I spoke to the other attorneys and they was like kind of upset. And I was trying to get.
See, now this is where they lied to the master teacher and said, this is where they lied to the master teacher and said I cursed out the lawyers. You see, because they just wanted to have their lawyers that's working with them so that they could do what they wanted to do to manipulate things and not have me working with the attorneys and the family that was working with me to bring Baba out. So they lied to Baba and said that I cursed out the lawyers.
Well, work together, and they're like, I can't work with, they don't want to work with people that, that talk like that. That's what they were saying. But it doesn't matter. What matters?
but that's not true, Baba. That's a lie. I never cursed out any attorney. The only lawyer that I spoke with was Tucker, and I spoke with Foster, and I connected them with the attorney here, and there was never a problem on the phone. That I never used foul language, cursed out an attorney. That's a rumor, and that's a lie.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I can only go by what each person says. Let me update you too, so you know where we at, right?
Okay.
Why I was trying to get.
Okay, so I wanted y'all to hear that.
At the embassy, they was all there in person. Everything went well. Mr. Libby's life was there to say, yes, we know that we've been fighting for this man's Rebecca.
Prepared in that case to Mr. Tucker to help him. Do you want us to keep trying to do that, or do you want me to leave the medical transfer completely in the hands of Attorney Tucker?
Well, I think if you speak to Mr. Tucker and ask him.
Well, I did, and I asked him, I said probably, because I know at least the law surrounding this, but, and then I sent the law as I know it to Mr. Tucker, and then I asked him, could I please see the medical eval, and then I believe that you were also examined by a specialist, right? And
So now, this is the part I want y'all to hear, and then after this, we're going to get into Sakina. Now, this attorney is got on the phone with Charles Tucker, the attorney, to get the medical eval because Tucker was dragging his feet and he was moving too slow. And so what the attorney was going to do was look at the medical eval. She was going to type up everything, give it to me, and I, in turn, was going to give it to Hank Johnson's chief of staff, Mr. Arthur Sidney, and he told me that he was going to get Baba moved. And Sakina called the lawyer, told the lawyer to call a law firm here and tell us to cease and desist. So you're going to hear me interacting with Baba, and I am a little upset. Hold on.
Angioedema, is that how you say it?
Right.
Okay, so I asked him for that paperwork, and then he called me and he said, we need to clarify things because he didn't understand why that would be relevant to what I was doing.
Right.
And I said, well, okay, fair enough. Perhaps I need to talk to Dr. York and see, do you want me to have these medical evals, or do you think because I would be actually writing a legal memorandum to a congressman, or do you just want Tucker to handle that? Because Tucker, you know, he said he didn't see why.
Could y'all please get
to what I was doing. And I said, well, okay, fair enough. Perhaps I need to talk to Dr. York and see, do you want me to have these medical evals, or do you think because I would be actually writing a legal memorandum to a congressman, or do you just want Tucker to handle that? Because Tucker, you know, he said he didn't see why.
Could y'all please get Higher Wow off my channel? Delete him. I don't need no crazy people on my line. Okay? Get him off my moderators. Delete Higher Wow off my channel. Thank you.
Should have the medical eval.
Yeah, what the hell are you even doing?
I think Mr. Cook is farther enough in this.
If y'all don't know who name that is, that was Lightweight name. What the hell he doing on there?
So I thought that firm was going to work on, so.
Tucker is going to handle the medical transfer to.
Being that Congress knew about all these medical issues and all the stuff that was going on with the judge and everything, we were going, another one of the attorneys here, because there's a team of them, said they don't want you to get sick and die in there while they're processing the paper to get you out.
I'm already sick.
Right, we know.
And they know it here, and they're doing everything they can to heighten the condition. They're not giving me no medication for anything. And periodically they come to stress me out with, "We're going to take your mail." I say, "Well, why are you taking my mail?" "Well, we don't have to tell you, or we're going to, they give me shots." I'm passing my lawyer in a legal visit through a pass-through booth, evidence about what I'm filing, which is my medical, and they turn it into a shot and let you sit there and say, you're going to go before the DHS, and here, when you go before the DHS, they automatically. All inmates, you hear inmates talk. I don't talk to people, but you can hear them talking. They just say you can't pass it. And I say, well, what did I pass? You know what I'm saying? A value. Well, we don't have to tell you that. That's the system you're living under. So that's why I said this. If every office is working on a specific thing.
Hold on, I just got a phone.
The one thing I forgot to mention is the attorney might want to know. Okay?
And I have a copy as well.
Then you saw in the IRE and all that, it was like, this man is going to take that 476 acres of land and develop it into a Disney World. Right?
You mentioned India, Irie.
People that left Georgia to go back to Sierra Leone and over to Liberia and Ghana left from Georgia, and they left from I forgot what they call it now, of course, but they left Georgia and went back to Africa. So we had family on both shores then. We had family that was slaves brought from Africa to America and then went back over to Africa, if you remember, and that's why it's called Monrovia, because President Monroe is the one who allowed the Liberians to make their first trip and set up the capital of Liberia from ex-slaves. Half of the ex-slaves who went back were black Native Americans of the Seminole, the Creek, the Blackfoot, the Shinnecock, and the Yabasis, and some of the Cherokees went over, and that's how you have both Native American and pure African at the same time.
That's very interesting.
And it's all on record. So now one of my sons, he had got all the documents. He went to Hague. He spoke before the court. He spoke in Washington. Did the files, and people did. Don't take those inhalers. that will incite you.
The medical eval, whatever it is that he used foul language, I never talked to him.
Okay.
Glaucoma.
Not giving me glaucoma drops. They're not.
Okay, now you're going to hear me explain to Baba that I need the paperwork.
No, I have heart palpitations. They're not giving me anything for that. They gave me an asthma thing, and the thing says child. I said a million times, I suffer from childhood asthma. That is something you grow out of.
Right.
And they just want to give me these spreads. And the doctor told me that, and your demon specialist, don't take those inhalers. That will incite you. So it's very obvious what they're trying to do.
I mean, you can't medicate yourself at all.
I can't, no, unless you have a doctor who gives you special, and the doctor specialist told him this is the kind of medication he would need. They ignored it.
So, Baba, you asked me to talk with Tucker, and I spoke with him. And like I said to you in the beginning, I never used foul language. I never talked to him. I was not disrespectful. I connected him with the attorney here, and we just need the medical eval, whatever it is that he
And
says.
they're not going to give that up because, let me tell you.
Why? Because they want you to die in there? Is that why?
Okay, that's how you see that. You're doing it right now. You're getting excited before you even let me tell you what I'm saying. Okay, you've been around how long? Forever, right?
Yes.
Since 1970, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many people have come on this case with hidden agenda? Not you. Now listen.
Yes.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear. We're going to help her. We're going to help her. All I need to hear. I don't care what nobody say. Pop just said she don't got no hidden agenda. That's all I need to hear. So then why was nobody helping her? Why they didn't want to help her? That's all I need to hear. We're going to help her. We're going to exhaust all resources to help her. Exhaust, I think is it. To help her. Because that's all I need to hear. That's why I said I want to hear him. Everybody else, I'm his son. I've been here. I sell this. How many of you donated? I want to hear him talk. And he said she didn't have no hidden agenda. So we going to help her. Watch. When? The other call? Or on here? Oh, I didn't hear that. Because I was like, yeah, why her last name York? But that would have been. But see, that's another thing. Deborah York. I'm like, damn, that's her last name York. Well, you saw how I pointed to my finger, right? Right. Yeah. And it kept playing back. He wanted me to hear that. Remember I said he wanted me to hear it in the beginning of the thing. Exactly. And she don't talk about that a lot. She don't really say nothing like that about that. She just trying to get him home. There's a lot of stuff behind it. I'm cutting you off because I don't want you to say something that I haven't said to you that they not supposed to hear yet.
But something that you've played.
Okay.
Is she was like, what other wife?
That was not on here. But not on here. That was on. Yeah, that's on the other call. That's from 2021. Yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we gonna see. Like I said, all I need to hear, he gonna clear it all up. That's just how it works. But you're right. I get what you're saying.
Our language. I never talked to him.
Okay.
Glaucoma.
Not giving me glaucoma drops. They're not.
Okay, now you're going to hear me explain to Baba that I need the paperwork.
No, I have heart palpitations. They're not giving me anything for that. They gave me an asthma thing, and the thing says child. I said a million times, I suffer from childhood asthma. That is something you grow out of.
Right.
And they just want to give me these spreads. And the doctor told me that, and your demon specialist, don't take those inhalers. That will incite you. So it's very obvious what they're trying to do.
I mean, you can't medicate yourself at all.
I can't, no, unless you have a doctor who gives you special, and the doctor specialist told him this is the kind of medication he would need. They ignored it.
So, Baba, you asked me to talk with Tucker, and I spoke with him. And like I said to you in the beginning, I never used foul language. I never talked to him. I was not disrespectful. I connected him with the attorney here, and we just need the medical eval, whatever it is that he
said.
said.
They're not going to give that up because.
Why? Because they want you to die in there? Is that why?
Okay, that's how you see that. You're doing it right now. You're getting excited before you even let me tell you what I'm saying. Okay, you've been around how long? Forever, right?
Yes.
Since 1970, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many people have come on this case with hidden agenda? Not you. Now listen.
Yes.
Because otherwise I wouldn't speak up for you and I wouldn't be on this phone.
Yes.
How many people came in with the intent of robbing the community because they knew we had money? How many people came on, pretended they were helping, and then left?
A lot.
How many people come out like Rick and them and Rico and them going around retreats getting money from the church members, telling them they're getting lawyers and firm, and nothing happened in 11 years. So this time, what happened is we said close all the avenues to all the different people. Just whatever you're working on, that attorney work on it. Don't accept other people. Just stay here because we get these lawyers. And when you remember when y'all was doing the 2255 and y'all went to Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
What's the first thing the attorney said? There's too many of y'all talking too many different things in here. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, that's what's getting ready to happen again. So I'm like,
Okay.
if Mr. Tucker has what he's doing and he's good at what he does, and I read it, it's good. They can't get around it, that's for sure. There's no way they can get around their own contradictions. And Mrs. Foster has been known to take Africans and Europeans out of this place.
Okay. I have a few other audios, but time is going by too fast. And time is not on our side, okay? There's some other things that I need to express to you all about Sakina. Doing. Love is setting the record straight, like what the master teacher does. When you hear Baba talking, and Baba bringing information to us, he's not talking, you know, y'all, we're under a spell. You know what, everybody? The devil is a liar. He doesn't talk like that.
Exactly.
He talks with conviction in his voice because he's trying to express himself, his emotional self, which is his soul, to his people to let them know that they've been under a spell. Okay? So, what? And somebody blocked that person, so I'm not listening to y'all.
Hey, look, that's why they be having a problem with me. Tomorrow, he yells. Remember I said that same shit? I'm like, how you going to be upset about me yelling? You don't hear how loud the devil's world is? And a voice of righteousness come out here. A voice that's securing and a voice that's purifying comes out here and screams and reminds you of the true light. And you upset. You know I'm yelling because every 3 lives you hear my voice is going out a little bit. Okay, same thing Pop was saying. We synced up. I don't know what all these other people got going on, but we don't have time to talk polite. Listen, you heard me? We don't have time to talk polite. We didn't come to finesse. We came to do our best. You know what I mean? These people can talk polite and talk how the rest of these people talk all they want to. But it was a way that we had to make this move, and you had to be loud. And as my teacher, Kamal Mason, and when I was in high school, taught me when I was learning journalism, all right, and I was involved. I didn't just want to learn about it, I wanted to figure out the roots of it and the science of it. Okay, I would stay after class and have conversations with him. He said, how loud do you got to be? And we used to answer, loud enough. And I think if we look around, okay, at how explosive this movement has become, I was loud enough. So, don't let nobody try to shy you away from your voice. Okay, if I was supposed to be, excuse me, guys, can I please speak ass nigga? They would have made me like this. But when I was sitting there with the dude and telling him to put the telepathy and the Jesus head and the rest of the stuff on to make me big, make me broad shoulders, I said, and make sure I don't have no excuse me, please, can I talk voice? You know what I'm saying? You got to put that in there too, because they'll talk over you. They'll talk over you, they'll walk over you, and hopefully they just wish that you fizzled out. But that's not how this works. So she's right. She's right. Pop's voice was loud. Pop's voice echoed when he spoke. You thought it was a stereo system. That shit just does that. You know what I mean? Pop spoke listen, it ain't even what he was teaching. It's the fact that it was him. It was the fact that it was him. You could hear what he was doing through his voice. You understand? So it's a real thing. Don't ever forget it.
Okay? Because it's not if it's the truth. All right? So I'm telling y'all what I know. All right? So we're going to get into it now.
We're going to get into it now. How you spell that?
No, don't say it.
What are y'all doing?
It could have been a typo.
It could have been, but like where the H's come in and all that? I don't know. But it's no disrespect to you, since I don't know you. I don't know, I be watching how people be doing with these names and these tones. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really trying to call you out or nothing like that. It just really took me off guard.
About Sakina. Because see, this is the thing, y'all. Sakina's a demon. And so what's going on is they work with her. You see? They all work together. This is a spiritual war against good and evil. So the people that love the master teacher and care about his life, they want him home. Okay? And the people that don't want Baba home, they against me. They don't want me speaking the truth. Because if they was all
I got
for
you.
Baba,
I see.
if they were all for the master teacher, why when I told them what happened to a little girl, why when I told them what happened, what Deuce did to a child, they heard Uma York saying that the little girl had to go through therapy. Why when I explain y'all what this man did, if y'all loved, if it was all about our shook, then y'all would have had, as men and women who have children, you would have addressed the issue. Yeah. You don't try to attack me and say it's about love, because most of you are jealous of my relationship with the master teacher. You're jealous that you sat back and didn't do anything, and I stepped up and did a lot. Okay?
It seems like we got the same damn story then. Because that was a lot of niggas. I didn't have no reason to have no issue with me. This shit was coming out of nowhere, but they had an issue with Pops. And they had a hatred for him. So, yeah, it's similar things.
Those of you who want to know what that picture is on my wall, you already know what it is. You're trying to get me to talk about something else so that way I won't discuss what this demon did. So now we're about to get into Sakina. I got her picture on my wall. 1 minute. There's something I got to do to make sure the picture doesn't come down. 1 moment, I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Stay right where you are. It's Cyber Chase for real. Y'all remember them days? Stay right where you are. It's Cyber Chase for real. Cyber Chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The mother butter catch him every time. Da-da-da. We got the power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Face and beat them place to place. And we stick together. I know. Don't do. We'll stick together all the time. Thanks. Chase the song. Let's see why. Chase. Y'all gonna act like y'all know them lyrics. Don't nobody know what the hell them folks saying.
I know the lyrics.
Sing it. Explain it.
You already butchered it.
Sing it. I'm butchering. Set the record straight. Set the record straight. Set the record straight.
The girls get it.
Set the. It ain't a girl. It wasn't just a girl show. Mm-hmm. Set the record straight. What was it? Cyber moving. I don't need to ask you.
Go ahead and play it.
I'm not gonna play it either. I'm gonna look at Google. I don't listen to you. Mm-hmm. Google.
You didn't listen to the show either. Apparently.
Cyber. Yeah, I don't even. I can do this myself. Cyber Chase theme song. I don't want to listen to it just because you said listen to it. So I'm gonna pull up the lyrics.
You're not listening to the
Cyber Chase. We're moving. Wait till it load. I wish it would have loaded first. I would have loved that. Cyber Chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game. I don't remember.
You don't.
I do remember. How I'm saying it. How I'm saying it. If I don't remember.
Because you got the lyrics pulled up now.
You can't prove it. Cyber Chase, we're moving. We're beating Hacker at his game. Tell me that he's trying to hack the motherboard. We'll get him every time. Yeah, don't tell me that he's trying to hack the motherboard. We'll get him every time. I hope y'all listening. Cosmic worlds, freaky places that we've seen. We got the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. Running in the Cyber Chase. We'll meet him face to face. We'll stick together all the time. Adventures in cyberspace. The chase is on. Just wait and see CYBER Chase. They repeated that. No, they didn't. That's a lie.
A lot of people didn't know that the Pokemon theme song had a second verse, but y'all didn't listen.
No, I mean, this ain't the second verse. It's just Is it?
It is a second.
Cyber Chase, we got the power. Freaky places that we seen. The chase is on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Running in Cyber Chase. We'll meet up face to face. We'll stick together all the time. Adventures in cyberspace. And you can't convince me that there was another person. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. Everybody knows. After they said CYBER Chase, that was the end.
You didn't know.
I knew that was the end. You're not going to convince me. Mandela effect.
This is not no.
Mandela effect.
Anyway.
They tweaked it. Cyber Chase. They said, don't tell me that he's trying to hack the motherboard. We'll get him every time. Yeah. They popping they shit. The motherboard. And now the mother getting on board. You feel me? These folk lame. How could y'all not help her? I don't get this shit, bro. I don't get it, bro. That lady was possessed. What the hell? She like a meme.
Okay.
She passed. They had a balloon ceremony for her.
Did she? When?
Okay. Can you all hear me?
First years. If it wasn't 2022, it was 2020.
All right.
They had a lot of balloon ceremonies.
This is Sakina, and she's not a human. She's a demon. Now, I'll explain something to you all. I want you all to understand that, I've been through a lot in this tribe.
I ain't trying to get no like nightmares or nothing like that.
You don't know me. And I want to use something as an example. I was talking to one of the brothers the other day. And I was saying to him, on Instagram, they will show you a woman going off, right? Ready to smack someone behind the counter of a store. But they will not show you how it happened. So what happens on Instagram, and you got everybody making all these comments about this person who they see getting ready to slap another woman in CVS behind the counter. Mm-hmm. There was an incident where a woman had a credit card in her hand and she needed someone to she needed to go to download money on her card. And you can tell she probably had an emergency. So someone was coming in the store and saw the argument and they filmed it. And so what they do a lot, especially on Instagram, and Baba talks about the internet, enter the net.
Yep.
The devil's web.
That's a fact. He talks about that in the Millennium, but I just was reading that last shadow. I literally was just reading those exact words. And I just spoke on that on one of my teachings recently. The internet or the net. Let me check. If I can, I'm going to show y'all.
You see? And so what happens is you all will only see the content from when the person first walked in. They never show you it from the beginning.
Yep.
They only show you the reaction of the person. Okay? So this is what the children of fire try to do to me. They want you all to think that I'm this angry woman with all this madness and I'm upset. But they won't. But I'm trying to show you the story from the beginning. So that way you can see my side, you can hear their side, and then you'll be able to decipher what's real from what's fake.
Yep.
Now, you see I got this camera up on Sakina. You tell me, what is that? That is not a human. I don't care what you say. That is not a human. So I wanted to point that up, okay? Because you got people always talking about unconditional love, right? And they have the concept of what true Ashuk is. And Ashuk, divine love, is compassion, it's care and concern, it's loyalty, okay? And so you all are trying to take my content and twist it into something that is not. And I'm not angry, all right? I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
This lady said, you tell me.
I'm not going to let you all make me be other than what I am, okay? The master teacher has been incarcerated for 22 years for a crime that never happened. And a lot of you never been in these situations, so you don't understand. Okay? And if, like I said, if you guys don't like it, you don't have to listen to my concept. I mean, my content. You don't have to listen to me. Just, move on. All right? So now, I want to share something with you because about the passkey seals. This is important because there were 19 passkey seals. My email is ashantizulu@gmail.com. My moderator, please put my email up there. I want to explain something to you all. The master teacher will be coming home, and he's coming home through the womb of a woman, okay? And he said there are 4 women that have a special passkey seal, but none of them know who they are. And I'm not saying that I'm that woman, but I will tell you this, that the master teacher has made it very clear. He said, Top of Jack, he said, stop asking me if you can get a job. He said, 1 minute you saying it's this, 1 minute you saying it's that. He said, 1 minute you saying it's you, the next minute you saying it's the Natharu. He said, we need you here, you are a part of it. So I'm not going to listen to people who never wrote the master teacher, the people who don't have a relationship with him, the people who never fought for him, and the people who never investigated his case, and the people who never stopped the slanderers from beginning.
Yep.
Why didn't y'all stop the people that were attacking Dr. Melakazi York?
Yep.
And now that I'm attacking the people that put him in there, y'all have a problem with it.
Yep.
You see? And the reason why is because you all have a pact with the devil. Now, I have to break something down to you all. Because this is coming from the master teacher, right? Baba said this, and I'm going to read it, and I had this posted on my Facebook page.
Bring it up.
I need to read this to you all. Now, I told you all that the reason why the master teacher is incarcerated is because they're trying to prevent him from opening the Stargate. Okay? That's the reason why he's incarcerated. Okay? Now, when Baba first gave out the passkey seals, there were 19 of them. He said, these are the women that have something to do with me being in here, and these are the women that have something to do with me getting out. Okay? And there were 3 passkey seals that did not have a name next to it, and there were also 3 passkey seals that did not have a design in it. Now, the passkey seals was a circle, right? So the circle represents the womb or the opening of a woman. Now, I counted mine because it went from 1 through 19. And I was so happy that mine was not number 6. Sakina's passkey seal was number 6 and it had a big X in the middle of it. Now think about it. If you go to a railroad crossing and you see a stop sign, what does it have when it's telling you that there's a railroad crossing? It has a big X in the middle of it. So when I saw that, I knew that she was against Baba coming out.
X marks the spot.
Iris' passkey seal was a circle, but it had 2 lines going in it. There still was not an opening because it wasn't opening, but it was a square entrapped in a circle. Okay? Mine's had an opening. It was a circle with another circle in the middle with an opening. It had a north, south, east, and west arrows going to the north, an arrow going to the south, an arrow going to east, and an arrow going to the west. My passkey seal had an opening in it. Okay? And there were 3 other sisters. There was 19 of them. Baba's daughter Hajar was the first one. And I remember counting it, and Sakina's was the 6th one, and hers had an X in it. And that's when I said, I'm going to watch her. Because me, I'm not from here. I see things in the spirit world, okay? So now, check this out. This is what the master teacher said about passkey seals. He said, in ancient Tamaray, Ta Mayoree was divided into 42 districts that were known in 4 secret spots, right? In other words, there were 4 secret spots in the 42 districts. And in all, just as the human chromosomes. Each of the 42 districts, or nomes, or sapatats, had principal deities. Yet you find on all the 42 temples, walls of each deity personified as androgynous figures. Right? the reason why the figures are this is me saying this, telling you all this. The reason why the figures are androgynous is because the androgynous figures represents hemorphodites and hermaphrodites to open the Stargate. Okay? So now back to what Baba said. 3. Okay, from the beginning. In ancient Tamaray was divided into 42 districts that were known and 4 secret spots, 46 in all, just as the human chromosomes. 2. Each of the 42 districts or gnomes or Sapatat had principal deities, yet you find on the wall, on all of the 42 temple walls of each deity personified as androgynous figures. 3. Each of them bearing an ensign of their districts on their heads, also called their pass key seal. 4. Now the 4 secret sites had 4 female deities over them. Each was also given a pass key seal with ensigns on them representing a Hatat Harar, representing the deity Hathor. 5. To open the gateway, you need these 4 pass key seals represented by 1. Arashtat, which is Isis. 2. Neptatat, which is Nephis. Natatat, which is Neas. Sakatat, which is Serket. 4 secret Sapatat at selected points on the 42 gnomes. Within the 42, to reverse time at the right moment, 42 in reverse is 24. That is related to the number of this planet. 24,000 miles in circumference, 24,000 human genome.
24 elders.
Known 24,000 years
24 hours
of the
in a
cycle. The 4 points on the Dendera star map. 7. All this is our ancient secrets to know when, where, who, and how to open the Stargate. 8. I gave out many passkey seals over the years, and only 4 of them have the power to open the gnomes. Without divine love, they will not work. 9. No one knows who or where each is.
I know where one at. I know where one is. I saw it when I was 6 or 7 years old. I know where one is.
A woman may have it and not know she has one of the 4, but all must be brung together at the right time and place to activate.
Get them all together. Exactly. I heard you. Same thing I keep saying. I say, look, I need y'all to come together because I know y'all had your own pathways, but he's saying everybody got to get there. And I'm not telling everybody to come together. I'm telling specific people, yo, I need you to link with this person. I need you to be in the same room with this person. Listen, all right? Okay? Everybody didn't get one. And everybody don't have the ones that she's speaking on. But I remember because I beheld it and I was, quote unquote, not supposed to. You know what I mean? But I went to see anyway. And I know what she's talking about. I know exactly what she's talking about. And I remember reading it. And I remember what the words was saying. And it didn't really I didn't understand it then, but I understand them now. You know what I mean? He said, get them all together. It was a vision, a dream he came to me in. And he was like, yo, get them all together. Get them all together. He was standing there all white on what looked like Stone Mountain, an elevated plane. He was on a mountain, right? He said, get them all together. So it's like the, what do you call it? Thundercats? Was it Thundercats that did the rings? And it might have been He-Man and them that did the shit. Remember, what was the shows?
It was Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. But I think Thundercats might have did this shit too, didn't they? They had like some merging power shit. But I remember, Captain Planet. What else? The Power Rangers. Okay, every time they come together, the Care Bears, right? Every time they came together, they did some more powerful shit than what they were doing by themselves. You know what I mean? That's what he's just waiting on y'all to figure out. Because it's like, it ain't because of no personal shit. It's because like, it's literally technology. If somebody got the right wing, somebody got the left wing, and this is what powers the craft, okay, then y'all got to bring them wings together. It don't have nothing to do with anything other than simply that. But these journeys that we've been on has split a lot of people up, okay? But if anybody was able to bring everybody together, okay, it's somebody who bears the true light, the green light. okay, or that central power. And I'm telling you now, I'm hearing it again, get them all together. Everything I hear is true. I hear it.
Within the 42, to reverse time at the right moment, 42 in reverse is 24. That is related to the number of this planet. 24,000 miles in circumference, 24,000 human
Look,
genomes.
it might have been her. It might have been Tabitha Jet that said, Omi, if you in here, was it Tabitha Jet that said something about that star constellation? Say different constellations, stars form many different constellations, something like, oh no, stars take on many different forms. Find the constellation that's going to free me. Right? Didn't he say something like that? He says, find the constellation that's going to free me. And I was like, you asked me, my Omi asked me, she said, what does this riddle mean? What do you think you see? I saw it as soon as I seen it. I said, he talking about the 6-pointed star. She said, huh? I said, yeah, he talking about the 6-pointed star. The 6-pointed star traps the devil. Did Dr. Malachi York not say on record? He said, I'm telling you, I'm God, and I'm here to save you again, but I'm crazy. And then he went on like he didn't say it. Okay, so if the 6-pointed star traps the devil, then the 6-pointed star will free God. Then I open up the black book. The first thing I see on the black book is 9 Nataru or elders above a pyramid. Okay, and I think I might have even seen the 6-pointed star. I said, I get what he's saying. Yeah, it might have been her because you wrote it down from the video. You wrote it down from the Ashanti Zulu video where I think she had Waki name on it or something like that. And you asked, you said, what do you think this means? And I said he's talking about the 6-pointed star. But I know if we go, don't we go 6 times 7 to get 42? Don't we? Because yep, 7 plus 49, 7. Yeah, 6 times 7 will be 42. So it would be actually 6 of y'all who would have come together and as them points in the 6-pointed star. So when you were looking at the 6-pointed star, they were actually points that formed the 6-pointed star. And each point was its own star. You understand? And when I see 7 times 6 to get 42, all right, as in the same 42 principles that or the truth of righteousness or one of the original Melchizedek or messenger of righteousness was bringing, I see all of these points that people had to overstand after they crossed the threshold from death to life, which people think meant life to death. So if I see a 6-pointed star that can be used to trap the devil, it only makes sense to me that the same 6-pointed star would be used to free God. So then how does that work? Okay, each star is its own being. When we say stars, it's about powerful people. Okay? Or what do you call it? What's the whole purpose of Sabian? Okay, or children of the stars. Okay, we really was really supposed to be, if you haven't figured it out yet, to go further than just the sun. Okay? Then yeah, you have to understand the negative and the positive of that, or the amber and the green of that. Okay, then every star that would have been on that constellation would have formed that constellation, which would have freed him. It made sense to me as soon as she showed it to me. She said, you think you can solve this? What does this mean? I said, oh, you talking about the 6-pointed star. Huh?
Anunnaki? Not Sabian.
No, Anunnaki are the star people.
But you said Sabian.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Sabian too. They're the star people. Anunnaki meant, yeah, you saying the same thing. That's what I had to get on the bro about. Because he's saying the terror, you're not dealing with Anunnaki, you're dealing with the terror. It's saying the same shit, if you really know. Because you're talking about beings who are not from this planet, unless you're talking about subterrestrials or aquaterrestrials. So yeah, Anunnaki was saying children of the sky that came down to Key. The Sabians is saying people who are of the stars. Because the Sabian was
Sabat is talking about Sirius.
Yeah.
And then I forget the one that's talking about Orion.
That's the same thing. Sirius, the dark star, I think it's a 7-pointed star.
Yeah, that's Sabian. That's Sabat.
Yeah, so when you go back and look at them symbols, I think that symbol was representing the star. And it had 5 points on it. So, yeah, I see what he's talking about. Everything he's saying makes sense to me. And people trying to act like, you know what I mean, they done surpassed it. But you can't have surpassed it because it hasn't played out yet. It ain't happened. We haven't tried it, is all I'm saying. Has everybody tried to work together? Everybody talk about working together. But has everybody put all of it aside and say, yo, I'm not talking about everybody, by the way. I'm talking about the important ones. You know what I mean? Some niggas done put themselves up like they had something to bring to the table. And like she said, we asked, what did you do? What have you been doing? Niggas ain't got nothing to show for. So we're not talking about them. We're talking about the people. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're in here, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, then I'll make my way to you to remind you of this. But he need certain people to come together, not just for his freedom, but what's going to happen when he get out. You know what I'm saying? If there's still too much dissension for people to move forward. So I told you, I'm not going to no star position for no reason. So when he said, when it's all over, only 9 of you will be with me, you'll see them 9 stars and them 9 ancient ones in the black book. Can you send me the black book real quick or pull it up? The black book PDF. I don't know if I still got it. I still got it, because last time I checked, it wasn't in there. Waiting further instruction at this point. You with me? You send it to my text. You send it to the email. Come on the phone.
Can you pull it up on everything?
It's that. That's why I didn't know. I only sleep for an hour a day for real, for real. Yeah, he coming home. He on the way. Let's go start.
The north, south, east, and west arrows going to the north, an arrow going to the south, an arrow going to east, and an arrow going to the west. My passkey seal had an opening in it, okay? And there were 3 other sisters.
No, we don't do that, y'all. We ain't on that. We ain't on that black get enslaved white folk. We ain't doing that. We smarter than that. We don't have to build a world using other people's labor. You know what I'm saying? We build it ourselves. Okay? We don't need to enslave anybody to build a reality. We don't have to do the devilishment that was done, you know what I'm saying, to make a point. No, you don't become them, you know what I'm saying, or fall where they was at. No, they were scared. They were afraid. Those people were fearful. That's why they did all that shit. They were afraid of that they weren't going to survive. We're not afraid that we won't survive. I hope you're not. You know what I mean? Because you should be wiser to say that we know everything we doing every day is going to build the new world or lay the grounds for the new world to be built. We don't have to do none of that. That ain't us. Yeah. Hey, just relax. You in the right place. But one thing I don't allow is you don't come in here just throwing out a whole bunch of shit like you know what I'm saying, like you've been on it. Relax. You're in the right place. All right. Everything you looking for, you're here. Okay, you're gonna find it. But just relax. It ain't gonna happen today. Okay? It's been a long time coming. So just relax.
There was 19 of them. Baba's daughter Hajar was the first one. And I remember counting it, and Sakina's was the 6th one, and hers had an X in it. And that's when I said, I'm going to watch her. Because me, I'm not from here. I see things in the spirit world, okay? So now, check this out. This is what the master teacher said about passkey seals. He said, in ancient Tamaray, Ta Mayore, was divided into 42 districts that were known in 4 secret spots, right? In other words, there were 4 secret spots in the 42 districts, and in all, just as the human chromosomes. Each of the 42 districts, or nomes, or sapatats, had principal deities. Yet you find on all the 42 temples, walls of each deity personified as androgynous figures, right? The reason why the figures are, this is me saying this, telling you all this. The reason why the figures are androgynous is because the androgynous figures represent hemorphidites and hermaphrodites to open the stargate, okay? So now back to what Baba said. 3. Okay, let me start from the beginning. In ancient Tamaray, Tamaray was divided into 42 districts that were known in 4 secret spots, 46 in all, just as the human chromosomes. 2. Each of the 42 districts, or nomes, or sapatat, had principal deities. Yet you find on the wall, on all of the 42 temple walls of each deity, personified as androgynous figures. 3. Each of them bearing an ensign of their districts on their heads, also called their passkey seal. 4. Now the 4 secret sites had 4 female deities over them. Each was also given a passkey seal with ensigns on them representing a Hatat Harar, representing the deity Hathor. 5. To open the gateway, you need these 4 passkey seals represented by 1, Arashtat, which is Isis. 2, Neptatat, which is Nephis. Natatat, which is Neas. Sakatat, which is Serket. The 4 secret Sapatat at selected points on the 42 knowns. Within the 42, to reverse time at the right moment, 42 in reverse is 24. That is related to the number of this planet. 24,000 miles in circumference, 24,000 human genome, key, known 24,000 years of the cycle. The 4 points on the Dendera star map. 7. All this is our ancient secrets to know when, where, who, and how to open the Stargate. 8. I gave out many passkey seals over the years, and only 4 of them have the power to open the knowns. Without divine love, they won't work. 9. No one knows who or where each is. A woman may have it and not know she has one of the 4, but all must be brought together at the right time and place to activate the Stargate. Okay? So now, the reason why I'm expressing to you all what divine love is an action word. You show how you feel by what you do, not by what you say. Okay? And if I myself witness members of this tribe that the master teacher up, and I know that someone is a part of the scheme, it is my job as your sister, as a Zamaltat in this tribe, to expose who they are. Okay? You don't sit back and don't do anything talking about I shook. Okay? Y'all starting to sound like cartoon when they show you Pepe Le Pew, or they show you squirrels and say, oh, the squirrel is so cute. Show you a squirrel with nuts in their mouth. They show you raccoons and say, oh, they're so cute. But the reality is raccoons carry rabies, and so do squirrels, and they come from the rodent family. So if you go running up to a raccoon, you can get sick. And let me tell you something. When they scratch you, or even a junkyard dog bites you, and they got rabies, you have to get 20 needles or you die. Bats carry rabies, okay? There are certain animals that carry rabies, but they show you on TV and make it seem like these are friendly animals and things like that. The master teacher already taught us that we as Nagadanadu are inside of nature, ruling outside, and the Kakasnadu are outside of nature, staying outside. And that's why you see them always outside, in the trees, with the animals, in the lakes, in danger, getting algae, getting sick, getting bit. We all have the internet now. You can see things now because everybody's filming everything. We are in skiing outside in the snow. Come on. Where you see the Gardenadu, we're the opposite of that. So that's letting you know who we are as gods and who they are. So don't sit up here and try to paint me out to be some angry person because I'm upset about what took place through all these years. It's very disturbing to see people who claim they care about the master teacher and say they love him, turn their backs on him, and he's in there not because of Judge Boyles, not because of Sheriff Seals, but because of his own people. Now, I want to explain something to you, because as I was trying to explain to you all about that coffin ritual, now, I want to say this to you again to emphasize this. Sakina, she schemed with Mary York's daughter Black, right? Who they call Black. Her name is Deborah. And they used their mother's name, her credit card and credentials, and got a loan for over $900,000. Okay? And that's why I'm doing it today, because Sakina is a grimy, low down, dirty. She don't care about nobody. Okay? And her job is to keep the master teacher in prison. Now, their mom, I want to say this to you too, right? Back in 2007, right, the master teacher was transferred from Marion facility to ADX Florence facility, right? And so what happened was, now let me explain it to you, how it's done in the feds. Excuse me. When you're transferred from one facility to the next, this is how it works. The U.S. Marshals cannot tell you an inmate that they're being transferred. They have to they'll come to the inmate cell and say, pack it up, you out of here, York, right? And then he has to pack his things up, and then he goes from there to a transit center in Oklahoma City. The transit center is where they send all inmates to the transit center. So while they're at the transit center, then from there, but while you're at the facility, they shut your phone calls down. You can't make any calls. If you go on the phone and try to call a family to let them know you're being transferred, they shut it all down because everything is computerized. All your phone numbers is on a log, and they shut it all down. They shut the whole computer system down. They deactivate your account. And then they come in your cell and say, come on, you out of here. Pack up. And he's like, oh, well, where I'm going. They're not allowed to tell you that. When you get to Oklahoma, which is a designated transit center, that is where they tell you when they're allowed to tell the inmate that where you're going. Or you go up there and say, excuse me, where am I going? And then they'll look and see if it pops up on your roster where you're designated. Now, what was strange about this situation is when Baba got to Oklahoma City, Sakina wrote him a letter, Waki wrote him a letter, Nifu wrote him a letter, Joe wrote him a letter, Rick wrote him a letter, and the master teacher responded back. And they had this big meeting in Athens, Georgia, and Baba said, how did you all know that I was in Oklahoma City? Now, mind you, he's a master. He knows how. But the thing is this, how did they know that he was being transferred? Fatima York was there. How did they know that he was being transferred to Oklahoma City? If no one knows where you're going, he wasn't allowed to call anybody. How did they know this? Okay? So that's a food for thought for you all to understand where I'm going with this. Okay? Because the master teacher knew why. They knew why too. Because they all work for the government. Now, another thing I wanted to point, because I did a timeline. And by the way, y'all, Rick, the master teacher told me Rick is crazy now. He's a nutcase for what he did. They all got curses on him. Okay? Now, so back in 2007, right? The master teacher, during that update, the master teacher had stated in his letter that Kathy, who was his wife at the time, would be released. And he also stated in the letter, will she be accepted? You see? Because, the master teacher knew that they were all jealous of his relationship with Kathy, and Baba used to tell everyone that I only have one wife. But he used to say that to them all the time, and they all knew it was Kathy. And that's why she caught her case. Now, I'm not justifying what she did with writing that hate book and all the other things that they said to Baba, writing anonymous letters to try to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? To try to throw more fire on him when he's in a bad situation. I don't know why. I'm not there. I wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying? But my loyalty is with the master. My loyalty is not with anybody else that's against him. If you're against him, I'm against him. If you're his enemy, I'm your enemy. That's just how it goes. Okay? And so what happened was, now I was told, right, by Lori's mother, Atifa, who was also one of Baba's wives, that he felt that something was going on between Kathy and Sakina. And because Sakina used to come on the land, and I guess there was a strange interaction between the two of them, yet I really feel that if Sakina was even interested in any woman that belonged to Pops, that she had crossed the line, because you never mess with another man's family. When you see a woman or that you're interested in that doesn't belong to you, especially if you're married and you're in a relationship or she's in a relationship, we are taught, to lower your gaze, But like I said, y'all, Sakina is a witch. She's a line crosser. And when women like that ignore the respect of a man's family, how can you trust that she ever had Baba's best interest from the door? Now, way before I even spoke with Baba's ex-wife, Atifa, let me tell you how I met Sakina. You see, because I used to see her, but I had never met her. So now, Sakina came up to me and said one day, if you're going to go to Washington and you're going to do this, you need to, she said, my mother lives in D.C. I'm from Washington. My mother lives in D.C. Said, if you need to take care of anything, you could lodge at my mom's crib. Don't worry, I got you. I said, all right, that's what's up. So I left my apartment. I got in the car with her and the brother Nubi. I'm going to show you Nubi in a minute. Nubi is this brother right here. That's Nubi right there. That's Nubi. The one, that's Hati right there, and that's the brother Nubi. So she said, you know, Taba Jet, if you're gonna go to Washington, you know, you could come with. If you're gonna go to Washington, you could. Don't worry, I got you. You could roll with me. And so when I got to DC, her mother was living in one of those, you know, those retirement assistant living programs that they have for the elderly people when they get old and they don't have to worry about rent. Her mother was living in a place like that. Can you all still hear me? Can you all still hear me? Please let me know. I just want to make sure because I moved the phone and everything. Okay, good. So what happened was I'm at Sakina's mother's house and I'm like, where am I going to stay? I'm looking like, what in the world is wrong with this girl? This mother had furniture in her house from the 1970s with plastic on it. And she had a big picture of Sakina because Sakina was in the military. She was in the army. Funny because it's like, if she was like a splitting image of her mom. I mean, splitting image of her mother. So I looked up there and I'm looking at Sakina like, what you want me to do? Like, nah. So Sakina's mother was kind to me. She gave me something to wear, some old, you know how elderly people do. And so I took it and, you know, I wore it, but I wasn't too happy with it, but I just wore it. And then I looked at Sakina like, I know you don't want me to stay here. And so she goes, but that was her plot anyway. She was plotting. So then when we get to New York, we go to 7-Eleven, and I'm telling you, them brothers that live in that thing, they living in a freaking dump, okay? They could come out with that black and gold and act like they so fly because they think, making y'all think that they down with Baba. They living in a dump. I was in that freaking apartment in 7-Eleven. So when I get in there, I see a picture of Baba's wife, Kathy, with Sakina, who went on a visit to see her because she was incarcerated, and Sakina was hugging her. Real tight, had her arm around her, smiling, and Kathy was sitting there smiling. But in the picture, you can tell that Kathy wasn't really engaged in her, right? Like she wasn't really that interested in her. You understand? And so what happened was, I was looking at Sakina. She said, listen, I'm going to put you on express bus to Washington. The brother Nubi, I'm going to give you, you know, a little extra or whatever so you could go take care of your business for the master teacher. So when I'm in the room, I'm sitting down on this leather couch. She had a leather couch in there that was against the wall. But behind the leather couch was a window. So I'm sitting on the couch. Mind you, her frontal lobe, her front, you know, her groin was in my face. So while she's bending over in the couch to open the window, I had to move my body away, like sway to the left to get away from her putting her cat in my face. And I'm like, what is wrong with this girl? Then she goes in the room to lay down and she opens up the door, right? So I don't know who was living in 7-Eleven before that, but it was some artwork done on the walls. And she had a green light on and had the door open, laying in the bed looking at me as if I was going to go in there and crawl in the bed with her. I was like, she must be out of her freaking mind. So what I did was I looked at her like, no, I'm good. I'm going to lay here. So she brought me some blankets or whatever, and I fell asleep. And I said, I'm not going to say nothing, but I'm definitely writing Bob about her. So now, before we went to D.C., we went somewhere. I forgot what happened because it's something. She wanted me to. I was rolling with her somewhere, her and Nubi, and she left me. She said, "Listen, I got to go take care of something. I'm gonna leave you right here in this restaurant. It was a vegan restaurant." She was like, "You can order whatever you want, and I have to go take care of something." Sakina was gone for almost like 3 hours. Left me in the restaurant. I said, who the hell she thinks she is? So I'm in Harlem. So I said, let me get up out of here. So I got out the restaurant, went to the bookstore. It was this big obese sister named Wasret at the time that was in there. And the brother, I forgot his name. the brother Demuzi they was living in the back of the store, Sakina's entourage. So what happened was I was taking a mental note of everything that she was doing, and I saw how, because Sakina used to work with Nejla, who was Baba's ex-mate, who was also incarcerated with other sister, and they were making money off the books, right? So what happened was, Sakina was getting money. They were making money off the CDs. They were making money off the books. And Sakina was dealing with somebody else in Philadelphia, selling things with them, selling the books, like stacks of them. She had like this whole little entourage, and her thing was about making that money, okay? And I don't care if she says, oh, well, you know, these are books or whatever, but you were stealing, okay? So now what happened after that was, I wrote Baba about it. And Baba told the office, tell Tabitha Jet I got her 6-page letter about Sakina. And then Baba told her, kicked her out of the bookstore. And that was back in 2010, 2009, 2010. She got kicked out the bookstore. So now the reason why I'm telling you that is, if she got kicked out the bookstore then, you'll see that she continued to put her name on 717's property and make herself as the grantor, the owner of the property, and forge the master teacher's signature. And I do believe that Baba's daughter, Kir, who y'all know as Uma York, covered that on a Young Elders channel about Sakina, right? So now there's another thing that I need to tell y'all, okay? I need to help y'all. I need y'all to understand that Sakina is a witch. Now, I explained to y'all about the ritual that took place inside that car, right? And I explained to you what was told to me by the sister Dakia and her husband, who goes by the name of Daddy Kush. He's the brother who is also the author of the book called The Kidnapping of Dr. York. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Sakina was warned by the master teacher that Hell's Gates was open. And he yelled it out to her. He warned her. He said, she went up to visit him one day, and Baba said, Hell's Gates is open. Hell's Gates is open. That's what he kept saying to her. And I don't know why he said that to her, but maybe he told her that because he knew what she was about to embark upon. Because the rituals and the rites that she did partake in to open up this realm to the spirit world and the spirit forces and specters, she did that. She participated in some rituals to bring them over on this side to assist her by making blood sacrifices in exchange for power and wealth. Okay? Now, there was a sister named Mitru who died, right? Y'all know her. And there was another sister named Angela Barneswell. Now, this is a fact. Okay? Sakina, all three of them went to see a voodoo priest in Florida. And what they did was they did a ritual and they drank goat's blood to their god Baphomet, who they worship and they still do. Mm-hmm. Now, this ritual was done as a sacrifice to this goat who is called Mendez. You know, y'all know how the master teacher taught us. He points this out all the time in Leviticus chapter 17, verse 7. That is one of Baba's favorite quotes. He always uses Leviticus chapter 17, verse 7. And I'm sure y'all, those of you who walk with the master, those of you who are Sabian and read the doctrine, y'all know what this chapter that the master teacher teaches us is about. Okay? It's because he knows that it's real. And that the children of fire, they make these sacrifices to their ancestors, the devil, who is an extraterrestrial. Now, this evil woman, I need y'all to understand this about what Sakina did to me. This evil woman has been my enemy for a very long time. There was a lot of stuff that was happening in my life, and I didn't know that it was her. Okay? I didn't know that I even had as many enemies as I had. It wasn't until I got with the law firm and I got the family involved to work with me that they started to attack me from the spiritual side. And that's when Fatima had did the tone ceremony and y'all like idiots went following them. Okay? And Baba made it clear and told y'all not to bring your children there. But see, everybody, and don't get me wrong, I understand some of you didn't know. But this was something that was not ordained by the master teacher, okay? All of them were there. Sakina, Fatima, Waki, all of them. They even did coffin rituals. But I want to break something down to y'all. Because in order for me to get to the place that I'm at, I had to get involved in the spirit world, and I had to find out who this girl is and who was it that did things to me. So now this is what they told me about Sakina, and this is a fact. They said that this evil woman, Sakina, Patricia Lewis, that she has been my enemy for a long time, and that she has been doing spiritual work against me for many years, working on me spiritually. And so in the spirit world, what she did was she set herself up to use the spirit of this wicked tiger to attack me. Because in the spiritual realm, that's what I am. I'm a tiger. Even though my last name is Yahuda or Judah or the lion, I'm not a lion. I'm a tiger. And even though I represent a lion, I'm a man-eating tiger. Okay? So now let me explain to you what that means. I am a protectress. You see, you can walk by a lion, but you ain't walking by no tiger. Okay? And if you look at the crescent in Baba's head, in his namuz, y'all think it's a crescent. It's not a crescent. It's actually the tooth of a tiger, the saber-tooth tiger or Sabian tooth tiger. It's all spiritual. So that crescent that you see that Baba has on top of his namuz, it's the tooth of a tiger. And I know you will look at it and say, but how could it be a tooth? If you take a tooth out, your head of a tiger, it's curved like that. It's not straight in the tiger's mouth. When you pull it out, it has a curve in it. Because remember, they're carnivorous and they need to eat their prey. So how do they bite? They need to bite onto their prey and snatch and devour the meat without their teeth being pulled out. So the tooth of a tiger is actually it's curved in, and it goes around. So when you see, hold on, let me show you something. So when you see this namuz in Baba's head, hold on, let me take this out for a minute. I want to show y'all. Hold on. You see that in Baba's head? That is the tooth of a tiger. It is not just a crescent from the moon. It is a tooth from a tiger. Okay? Get with the office and them brothers that's hiding the information from y'all, and they will tell y'all what that is. That is the tooth of a tiger. Okay? Now, let me get back to what I was saying about this demon. Hold on a second. Let me put this back in. All right. Look at that picture, y'all. Tell me what that is. Look at that. I'm going to get up close in a minute, because there's a picture of her there, too, with them two sisters. You could really see her face there. So now, what Sakina did was, what Sakina did was, she went to a voodoo priest in Haiti. She also went to voodoo priests in Nigeria, right? So now, in Haiti, you have two types of voodoo priests. You have the ones that deal with the herbs, and you have the ones that deal with the blood. And the ones that deal with the blood, as you know, making blood sacrifices to their Baphomet goat deity, Mendez, or that goat deity, Baphomet, who y'all know is the symbol of the devil. So now what Sakina did was she has set up 3 traps for me. All right. Now, y'all need to understand this. This is very serious. Okay. Now, she was arranged. She had the first thing she did was, when she went to these voodoo priests, was she arranged for me to be in a deadly car accident. Okay. And she either wanted me to be paralyzed or she wanted to take me out, kill me. Okay. And she used Zenitra, who they call Saint Zenitra, on the other side to assist. And this is why Zenitra is called Saint Zenitra. Because what do voodoo priests do in rituals? They call on or use saints from spiritual people that died, whether they're good or bad. Then the second thing she did was, the second trap that she tried to set up for me was for me to get ill. So that she wanted, her second trap for me was illness. right? What she wanted to do was to make me unpopular amongst society. In other words, she wanted to make sure that none of you knew who I was. She wanted to make sure that all the work that I was doing had gotten done for the master Pana Yanun, or our master teacher. She wanted it to seem like as if she was the one that was working on something. You know what I'm saying? And when it was really me that was getting Baba transferred from the dungeon up so he could go outside. Me getting transferred him from one place to the other part of the facility where he could be treated like a human being. It was me making calls to Congress and getting people involved, and I could have gotten a lot done, but I didn't have the support and I didn't have the love from the family. You understand? Because what she was doing was they were spreading rumors about me, telling people I'm this, or I'll curse you out. They kept saying all these horrible things about me. And people didn't even know me, because even when I got on Facebook, people didn't even know who I was. And the thing is this, I really didn't care about that, because it's not about popularity with me. Okay, this is not a popularity contest. This is somebody's life. Okay, so now that's what she did. She wanted to make sure that no one would know who I was. Okay, and she wanted me to get sick and get a stroke. She wanted me to catch a stroke. And then the second thing she did that she paid these people to do, she did it with y'all money, okay? Telling y'all she need this for Baba. We need this for that. And she had Shock Malik collect money from the brothers in the lodge. Get money have meetings with the sisters in OES, give money for the sisters in OES, saying, yo, I'm doing this for Pana Bab Yanun. Baba want me to do this. Baba want me to do that. Oh, I got Tucker here. Tucker ain't playing. I got a lawyer that ain't playing. He with the Nazario firm. He's this. It's all lies. All lies. Okay? So the third thing she did was she wanted to have me poisoned by food. So that way, if I was to go out to eat, they would spit in my drink or my food, or they would cause me to get poisoned, or they would cause me to go crazy. You see? And how they do that is when they, in the spirit world, when they try to get somebody to go crazy, they use coconuts. I know about that because my mother's from a country called Dominica. Okay, y'all look that up. Dominicans was the same people in Haiti that they segregated. They put the people from Dominica in an island where the volcanoes is in Dominica, and then they put the people in Haiti there, and then they separated them, the people that integrated with the Haitians, and put the Dominicans to the left too. And that's why we have a lot of Haitians that can speak Spanish and Creole. You see? And in my mother's country, they speak Creole. So I know all about that. So you see what happened is my ancestors on the other side, you know what I'm saying? When I started chanting and praying and asking what was going on when I wasn't feeling well, and I knew things wasn't right with me, and I felt confused and unorganized, I called out to my ancestors and they guided me. You see? So that's why when someone asks me, what did you do to get it off of you? I can't tell you what I did. You have to call your ancestors and ask them if you feel that you've been attacked spiritually. What can they do to get it off of you? Or what can they do? Because you even seen with the brother Manessa Ware, who calls himself Lightweight. I told y'all he's a sorcerer. Y'all don't see him posting stuff talking about he's going to do something to Dr. Sabi's son. He's going to burn a candle and I'm going to consume you. He's a warlock. And I'm going to do this, and each time I'm going to chant your name. First of all, you're not going to hurt the son of a master like Dr. Sabi. You think that man going to be on the other side watching y'all doing something to his son? You must be out of your freaking mind. They'll take you out before they let something happen to his child. Same thing for me and others, okay? Some of my ancestors, this is my first incarnation here in America. All my other incarnations was in foreign land. And my family, they deep into that. Okay? And so now some of them that are not here from this generation and other generations, when I call out to them, they're going to make sure that y'all get dealt with. And like I said, I got something on my left and something on my right. And if you do try to go out to attack me, you will be devoured in the spirit world. Devoured. And that's why Sakina looked like she looked now. Now, let me explain something else to you about Sakina, okay? What they explained to me about this woman. Now, let me explain something to you else about Baba with the coffin. What they do when they want to take someone out in the spirit world, they use a coffin to do it. They get a coffin, they get your picture, they get black candles, and they get animals to blood sacrifice so that you could die. They have to feed these spirits blood so that you could die. And like I said, y'all have to look that up in Freaks and the Perfect Creature. Baba breaks it all down about their Baphomet devils and how they went sacrificing unto devils, like it says in Leviticus chapter 17, verse 7. So now what happened was, in the spirit world, what they do is when they want to take someone out and they want to hurt them, they get a coffin, they put a picture in there, they have to sacrifice, and they get these black candles, and they seal the person up in a coffin, and they sanction their demons to take them out. Now, the thing is this, if the person is still alive after the person was told to do it, and they come to them and they say, listen, she's still alive, she's whatever, they'll tell them right away, look, the spirits will come and say, listen, don't touch my daughter. Don't touch my child. And they're told not to do it. And they say, so the person they'll say to the person that paid them the money, look, my reputation is on the line. This is what I have to do. Blah, 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 blah. And they'll say no. They'll say no. They'll say no, and the person will come and they say, listen, they told me not to touch her. Because this is a woman, their God said, do not touch this woman. So a lot of them that have tried to do that to me, that's why Sakina looked the way she looked now. Because she didn't just try to do things to me, she did things to the master teacher as well. Now, I want to explain something else to you about Sakina, okay? Because she wanted to sacrifice me, right, to confirm her superiority. And y'all need to notice that she was promoted to a senior rank in the evil world. Sakina was promoted to a senior rank in the evil world. Okay? She's a devil, and she is the epitome of evil. She does not work alone. Her team is Seneb, Tapa, Nababtet, Waki, Gadushtet, Duswa, all who work with them, and all these other people that's on this line listening that don't want the master teacher out. They're all children of the devil. You only got 2 groups in this tribe. Like I said, you can't play neutral. Because when you say you play in the middle, you're going to get entangled up and then dismantled. You see, you have to pick a side. You're either going to roll with the devils or you're going to roll with the good people. This is a spiritual war against wickedness in high places. Now, I want to tell you something about Sakina, okay, and her team. They're all after Baba's money. They all after his money. And then when Sakina used to go up to visit the master teacher, he used to say, who's going to take me off this Ark cross? In other words, y'all put me on the Ark cross. Y'all sacrifice me. Y'all put me in here to die. Why? Because they want to try to make it look like it's the judge. It's the sheriff. It's not the judge. It's not the sheriff. It's his own people that did this to him. Okay? And like I said, this is deep, family. You know? So now it's time for me to explain some things to you, okay? It's sad that you think that a lot of you think in your mind that the master teacher will never get out. Because we're talking about extraterrestrials, beings from an advanced star system. Okay? So the thing is this. If you all don't come together, meaning spiritually, you don't have to be coming together. Because master teacher told y'all to get out of Georgia. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but this year, they're going to tear Georgia up. So if you do live in Georgia, you better get a generator. You better get some water. You better get your child's or your children's favorite snacks or whatever. You better stack up and get ready because they are going to tear Georgia out the frame this year. I promise you. Okay? So get ready. Now, I want to say something to you. The thing is this, because I told y'all that when they tried to take me out on June 21st, that summer, there were extraterrestrials that saved my life. And I'm not going to get into that. Y'all could go back on my other updates and you'll hear what I say, what happened. And that's why I say that day that I survived that accident, when I went to my hotel, there were 2 evil demons, one on the left and one on the side in the form of a statue. You understand? And that's how I knew that that's what that was. Okay? And it's a lot of other things that I don't understand because I'm not a part of that wicked world. Okay, I'm a Sabian. I walk with the master. I'm one of the good guys. okay? But at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm a sucker. My channel, YouTube, is a sucker-free channel. All right, I'm not going to have nobody tell me what to do, how to do it, how to talk, how to walk, and how to be. I'm grown. You don't like it? Get off my channel, okay? She's a demon. Let me show you her picture. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at these pictures up close. Y'all tell me what y'all see. Because pictures don't lie. Now, this is a picture of her with two sisters. Now, look at this sister. Beautiful sister with woolly hair. Look at this sister. Beautiful sister, but look at her. What is that in between that? What is that, family? Look at her. Look at this picture here. Jeez. What is that?
I don't know.
See, and the thing is this. She messed up. You see, because what happens is when you set out a plan, a plot to hurt other people, okay, what happens, spirits, they come back. And now look at her here. What is that, y'all? Come on now. Look at that. She's a demon. She's a witch, but it's something inside of her, okay? Listen to this. Look at Sakina. Look at her there. Y'all don't see that? Even Janet.
That Janet Goins, that was the clan mother that had got on the phone with me, was like, don't go where I called you here, you my guest. And then when she got there, she ain't do shit. All that went out the window. I think when she really saw me and she smelled that I wasn't one of the loons, and I ain't do like the Wakanda, whatever Wakanda thing they was doing. And she looking at me like, oh shit, he don't. Yeah, I don't do whatever the hell they do when they. She stopped. She tried to get the fuck clean away from me. She crossed the damn. Yeah, Again, I think they thought that I was. You know, I don't know how though, because it was like really. I thought it was her. It was my dad that told me about her. I would at least thought he would have privy her to, you know what I'm saying, how I move. But yeah, that Janet Goins, that up clan mother, who was I don't think he's no clan mother now. I don't know. Huh? Yeah.
Look like she moving to the side a little bit, but look at this. Look at this. And Janet, she a devil too. She's a witch too. She's a witch. They're witches, y'all. They're witches. Look at her hair. Look at how her braid comes out on the side of her head. Look at how it's pointy like that. The energy from the spirit world reflects in the physical. And look at her hair. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Horrible. Horrible looking.
Damn. Is she roasting?
Look at that. See, and they're jealous of me because I represent Wusabat and I fight hard for Baba. And every time they get upset, they always say she ain't the only one that love him. And and the thing is this, what are they upset about? What do you mean I ain't the only one that love him? I know that. He's loved by many. He already told y'all on Tamaray that y'all wasn't his true followers. And check this out, y'all. I told y'all that my mother's from Dominica, right? Guess where these two brothers are from? These are her cronies. This is the brother Hattie, and this is the brother Nubi. And I don't have anything against these brothers, but I just find it, what's the coincidence that my mother's from Dominica, I'm Dominican, right? Meaning my mother's from Dominica, and they both are from Dominica, and they're always rolling. She always keep them brothers with her. Why is that? You see? Because spiritually, we're powerful people. They're two powerful spiritual brothers. What is she doing with them? Why is she with them, y'all? Now, look at this right here. I got something I want to show y'all. This is a complaint from the courts, right? It's an affidavit of compliance with smoke detectors, requirement for 1 and 2 family dwellings. Now, I just want y'all to see this. Brooklyn, 717 Bushwick Avenue, right? Look what it says right here. Patricia Lewis is the what? The grantor, right? And then look what it says right here. Holy Trinity Seed Ministries of Nawapo. And look at Carlita Gonzalez name there. You see? They was working with her. Why was Carlita Gonzalez there too? You see? And she helped them move into an apartment. But that's a witness. But that's letting you know that she put them buildings in her name. And this was in 2015. See? This was in 2015. Here go her name again. Patricia Lewis. Owner's approval. Owner's approval. Here's the bill. Here's the address. 717 Bushwick Avenue. Bobby didn't give her them buildings. How she get them buildings in her name, y'all? Look, Patricia Lewis, 2024, April the 24th, 2013. Okay? Look, and she used the Holy Seed Trinity. She used the Holy Trinity Seed Ministries. She used that to try to make y'all think, or to try to make them think this is like a church. Why did she use our name? Why did she use that name? Y'all need to answer these questions, because these are documents with her signature on it. Look, Patricia Lewis, 717 Bushwick Avenue. Presenter, right? It says recording and endorsement cover page. Return to Patricia Lewis, 717, 711. Yeah, this is 711, my bad. This is the building that was sold already. You see? So while they sitting around asking y'all for money, they got money already. They already got money. Now, there's a few things, some other things that I wanted to address, because I'm about to finish this call, and I hope that this was thorough enough to help you all understand who I am, what I did, and I have other recordings. I'll cover it at another time, okay? Because this was a lot. Hold on, what it was? Oh, hold on, here it is, okay. Egypt bookstore. There's an elder whose name is Jewel Youngblood. She has a Chicago bookstore. If you email me, I will give you her information. That's the only sister that I know that has an active bookstore that, you could probably get the painting from her. But I had that painting for a very long time. I just put it in a good frame so that it wouldn't, dry rot. Yeah, Jewel Youngblood. Yes, she got it. Yeah. Okay, so now, I got that years ago, though. I didn't get this one from her. I got that, I think I ordered. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Okay, so now, there's some things that I want to address to the family, because I don't like people lying on me. Now, there's a brother whose name is Nusir Reye Atun, and this is what he said about me. He said, I interviewed Chief Non-Al, who had Tabba Jet come on. I don't know who that is, and I don't remember going on anybody's channel. I do remember somebody named Chief Non-Al. He said, I did my best to handle the interview with care, as we always do, and gave love. First of all, my thing is this, right? Why do we have to be suckers? Why can't we be strong and compassionate and address issues as they are? Why is it always, why y'all, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, the master teacher said he had got a letter from someone one day. He said, and he was like, we have to exert, and he said when he opened it, it was a whole bunch of hearts fell all over the place. He was like, what the heck, what is this? And it's like, y'all got the concept of love under the spell. You understand? Like, my mom loved me, and there were things that I couldn't do. And I couldn't straighten my hair. I wanted a perm when I was young, because girls in my school had it. My mother was like, no, you ain't getting no perm. And when I said, but what about, and my mother thought I was getting smart, I things. But I knew my mother loved me. I had a friend one day. Let me tell you something about a friend of mine that was named Cheryl. She's my best friend. We used to have a lot of fun together, jump double dutch and everything. Like this CD disc. But it's the size of a sajal. Do is they rewind it backwards from the time you was born, and they zap you up out of here. And no one will remember you even being here. Mm-hmm. Let's say they was to take me tonight, which I would love that. But I'm staying for Bob to get home. Let's say they take me out of here, right? And y'all won't even remember me doing this. Everything I did would be zapped out. according to your 0 time reference, and you would leave. These are extraterrestrials, and they'll beam you up. Now, they'll take Baba out that way, or he will walk out the door. You understand? And he told me that. He said, I'm going to walk right out the door. And guess what? I know that to be a fact, because those of you who ever met the master teacher, you know that he's real. Now, I want to show y'all something. Because, first of all, this is another thing. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. There's another thing another point that I wanted to bring up, and then I'm going to end this call. Oh, no, I got somebody on my wall we're going to address. You see this picture? This is a picture of a Hindu egg, right? This is, Baba sent me this picture. You see his writing on the back? I don't know if you can see it. And this is what he said on the back. He said, yes. He said, yes.
Remember I told y'all the shit came over my house? And everybody acted like I was crazy. And I said when I came up from my roof, all I could see was a circle, a glowing circle with kind of like an orangish yellowish glow. Remember that? Who was there for that? Right? It was nighttime. That's all I would have saw. Now, they want y'all to think we crazy. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, look at it. It's not nothing spiritual to us. They only trying to spiritualize it to other people. It's not spiritual to us. I said I was 12 years old. I gave you the whole detail. And they wanted everybody to think I was crazy. They were listening to everybody else talking about Pleiadians and stuff. I said, look, I'm telling you, these are people. And whatever technology they got is way more advanced than what anybody even know about. But I saw that. I didn't see the second layer, right? I see the bottom layer right there. I saw that. That was the glow I had to have been looking at, because that's where I went into. But that second layer, I didn't see that. But you see what I'm telling you? So let's listen. I haven't seen this before. I haven't even seen this. This, what do you call it? This, what she's saying right now. I'm watching it with y'all. So we're gonna see what she says.
The sham is very real and looks just like the picture I gave you all. Look on posters with it. You will see it, or look in the black book, page 341. Now,
let me see. Actually, I'm gonna pull that up right now, because I'll forget. The black book, page 341. She said, all right, we got this 486 pages in 341. Okay. No, that's 327. 327. 329. Y'all, hold on. 339. 342. So what's 341? That's 340. It might not be that book then. Oh, let's see. Well, let's go to it anyway. Let's see. I'm gonna see what she say.
Now read 99 of the black book.
99. Okay, we'll go 341 then 99.
He saw Murdoch Atom Ray. The master teacher sent me this picture, and he said that he...
Okay, we're going to read that real quick. Let's go 99. Let's see. We got 80, 86, 90, 98, 99. I don't think I got that version then, because this is a picture. So it might not be that might not be the same version. All right, cool. Let's see what he says.
Called the shams on upstate New York. Kadesh just was upstate New York. He said, and the people saw this and still did what they did. So my thing is this. Yes. He said, yes, the sham is very real and looks just like the picture I gave you all. Look on posters of me with it. you will see it, or look in the Black Book, page 341. Now read.
Now I can see how them, like, just from even seeing the image, I can see how they be stealthy motherfuckers. Like, you won't even know they there. You with me? That ain't no big ass craft. I could see that. You with me? Because sometimes you be walking, you can feel it. And I be feeling like they following me. Not in no bad way. I just feel like they always around. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they were. I got a song, let me show you something. So you'll understand how deep this goes. I was 12 years old. Way back when, Faise One. It might have been under Omar. I don't know. Faise One Productions. Cause yeah, I be knowing, I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers be close too. But you can feel it. And sometimes, here go how you'll know. Those of you who I'm talking to, your power will go out in your house. All your power just go out. And you're like, bro, what the fuck? And ain't no thunderstorm or nothing. And you go outside and you feel like it's about to be a thunderstorm. I'm telling you, even though it don't have no, like, it's no clouds, none of that, that was one of them crafts probably trying to communicate with you. Another way you'll know, one big ass explosion, and that's it. It's in the sky. It'll happen in the sky. It'll happen over your house. One big ass boom. And he's like, what the fuck? It's thundering? But that's it. No rain. No nothing. You go outside. You waiting on the rain. You waiting on the lightning. Nothing. And somebody around you be like, it was just thunder. You know better. It wasn't thunder. You know what I'm saying? Low rumbling, switches in the frequency, like you can hear it. You with me? This is what I've observed since I was younger. But I'm telling y'all, I went up into the craft. I saw how it looked inside. I saw the technology they use. You know what I mean? It's real. Not no. People ask me all the time, were you astral projecting? Were you not? No, bro. I don't even know how I got through the fucking ceiling, but I did. You know what I mean? And I came back and I was like, it was, what do you call it? It's not anxiety, but you feel like this. I can't even explain it to people because you got this pulse. Sometimes when you come back from astral projection, it's similar to that, right? Or a dream. Y'all ever came back from a dream and you feel like static in your brain? It was like that, but I didn't go to sleep. All I did was literally got on my couch and I felt them vibrations start shooting through my brain and shot up through my ceiling. And there was a black space between my ceiling. It ain't the adrenaline, it's something different. There was a black space between my ceiling and when I came out from the roof. I'm telling y'all, and sometimes it's like Tom Murray. Sometimes I'll be asking myself, did I experience that? I'm like, yeah, I experienced that. That's the first thing they want you to do. They want you to question it and doubt that it happened. I was on Tom Murray. I know that happened. I know I heard them tones. I know I used to look up and see moving stars, right? But I didn't understand that. And yeah, they wanted me to see. That's all they wanted me to do. They just wanted me to see that it was real. That's it. Because they said, you're on the right path right now. They talked into my brain. They didn't even speak. If I was trying to kick it, I'd be like, yeah, they was like, my son, I have a mission for you. No, it wasn't none of that. They said, nigga, you're on the right path right now. You got to keep it that way. And they was showing me my brain, all different types of my organs. And this is no dream. I got to keep saying that because people start drifting off again. It's not a dream. They were wearing all black. Now, again, if I wanted to kick it, I would have just said they were wearing all white. But they weren't. They were wearing black. And whoever that government man was that came out and was like, he ran into them on the cigar shake craft, he told them folks, he said they look like African Americans, right? They were wearing all black, skin tight, leather looking suits, and they looked like they were the military. He said they didn't come to play. Same thing I said. When I said it, everybody called me crazy. As soon as that white Caucasoid, whoever the dude was, came out and said it, everybody was posting it. Y'all remember that? Everybody was posting it with the same picture of the little cigar shake craft with the man voice over it. They don't listen to us. We will say it for years. I've been saying this since I was in 7th grade. Everybody like, all right. But this man said, you don't even see his face. You just hear his voice. He ain't your brother. He ain't been around you, none of that. And you took his word for fact. and started posting it. Say, I told y'all they were here. Y'all never posted the lives when I said it. You never posted. I'm right here with you. I'm one of the people. I'm right here telling you, yeah, I was on one. And they call us crazy only because we're not Caucasoid. But one of them Caucasoids come on. It's so weird how they set up down here. But one of the Caucasoids come on and everybody believes them. And I wasn't mad at that. I'm like, damn, at least they had to hear it through him. And then there was another video where a dude was sitting there talking to some white lady, some he saw black people on the ship. Everybody listened to them. But when Pop said it, they called him crazy. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad talked about it, they called him crazy. I talked about it and something. It's so crazy. But then when these people come and say it, everybody believes them. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? And then look, you see this picture she's showing. And now you understand. Maybe they still don't understand. Somebody gonna say it's CGI. CGI when motherfuckers was using Polaroids. You know what I'm saying? It came on the news. They showed one of them on the news. They glow at night. They got a different type of glow at night. She was showing you in the daytime. That should show you something else. Well, you can't even say that. Let's look at it again. You can't even say that this is mistaken as some plane or that. That's what they always try to kick it. So when everybody was outside, listen to what I'm telling you. And it light waving in with somebody, they wanted to see the crafts and all that. And we went outside and I showed them the crafts, right? I was telling people, I said, look, because somebody even said, they said, could it be a plane? I said, don't second guess that. I said, you know, planes blink. You know, when you say they don't fly like that. You see how that's curving and trajectory? I said, they're doing that because you're standing out here with me. They just I asked them to let you see, and they came out. Now, even one of them flew closer. I said, look, they don't even fly that close. I said, because if they fly that close, they're going to have to be in the presence of another. If you see in this one, it might have been another one nearby. Why? Because your government will shoot at them. I got to start saying y'all government. You know what I mean? The governors of these, they think they own the airways. So they'll try to shoot at them. Right? There was one time I was standing out there by myself and I saw one of these, it came close like that, but it was nighttime. So all I could see was the light. It came, swept down and swooped, right? And I ran in to get everybody and I brought them outside and it was nothing else for a little while, right? But the clouds started rushing in like this. As soon as I seen it, I ran to get everybody, here come the clouds. Cause I said, they detected that. Whatever it was, they detected it in the atmosphere. Y'all know they can detect things in the airways. They can detect things in the airspace. So don't let people say, oh, it was a Chinese weather balloon. No, that's bullshit. Because if it was a Chinese weather balloon, how the fuck it get all the way from China over here and pop up out of nowhere? And now your government say, damn, what's that? Oh, it's a weather balloon. You don't even know what it is. You're just looking at it. China said that shit don't even belong to them. China said, bro, I don't know what weather balloon. It's a Chinese spy weather balloon. China said, it's no such, we know it isn't. Why will you be over just spying on your fucking city? What the hell? We don't have to, what is it, the 90s? You know what I mean? The 80s? No, they won't tell you a craft will pop up. And then he said, they'll act like they done got it under control. Here's how they do it. They'll launch some 30 scene. They never shoot it all in one scene. Notice that. They'll launch some 30 scene rocket. You know what I mean? That's supposed to have went up, and then they'll show you wreckage. But they ain't gonna show you the whole shit. Show us where you shot it down. Show us the whole thing from don't cut, no cuts, no edits. All right. And I told them people, I said, look, they can try to kick it. Even if they did say they could shoot them down, you can't shoot the big ones down. So you see the the most honorable Elijah Muhammad called them baby planes. Right? And then you have a mother one. You see how it's shaped like a crown or a craft? Pops drew those and showed me with it. So this picture this isn't the only picture. There are a lot of images, okay, that have come out recently of these things right here, these vehicles. So here's what they want to spiritualize it at. People see the vehicle, they say, oh, it could be anything. It's spookism. Y'all forget people drive vehicles. Okay? So if Tesla come out with one of these right now, you'll believe it. That's what's so fucking weird. If Tesla make one, you'll believe it. But we tell you it's niggas that's off planet that got them, or in other civilizations that have them, and you don't receive it. Why do y'all want the illusionary shit, but you don't want the real shit? You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to point that out. But before we move forward to what the rest of what she was saying, I want to show you this right here.
To all my brothers.
This is 12 years ago, right? 2011, October 19th. Okay, you see it's at 839 views. All right, 2011.
Okay. Omega, but take my hand. A sorrow. Listen to these words. The answer to all your questions. Yo, follow me. There used to be a time fathers would stay around, wouldn't have to worry about letting their boys down. All these mothers want us down by the bills that were laid down, cause they had enough to just pay them and any of your friends. They would have say this and with all of those. What if I could change the whole planet with one song? Think of all the happy children who it was something for me. Nobody'd ever ignore me. I wouldn't need the chance to say sorry, I'll never be, cause I know that I was part of the army. There's something for me, I guess I am still a member, a different state of being. What I've seen, it makes me shift with the thought of reality. But I know it isn't over, I'm holding on.
All right, boom. So I know you can't really hear it. You know what I mean? Because of the great quality. But what I was saying, let's get to it. Right? He said there used to be a time when fathers would stay around and wouldn't have to worry about letting their sons down. All these mothers weren't astounded by the bills that were laid down because they had enough to pay them by hearing the same sound. Simple laughter from the children enlightened the whole day. Simple laughter from the children enlightened the whole day. Back to the enlightened the whole day. But today is just another day. Make it all go away. Back to the time when it was safe to go out to the park and play with nobody causing mayhem and ending your friend's day. People say their time is over. Wake up to reality. But what if I could make it better? It's something a child would see. Wouldn't say that it's impossible. Impossible's an obstacle. Possible to stop it, though. Make a difference with all of those. What if I could change the whole planet with one song? Think of all the happy children who come out and sing along. That would be a better story. This story would have some glory. Knew there was something for me. Nobody ever ignored me. I wouldn't need the chance to say sorry. I never be, because I know that I was part of the army that's helping me. I guess I am still a member, a different state of being. What I seen, it makes me shiver, the thought of reality. Are you hearing what he's saying? Because listen, this nigga just turned 12. Do you hear what this little boy is saying? What if I could change the whole planet with one song? Think of all the happy children who come out and sing along. That would be a better story. This story would have some glory. Knew there was something for me. Nobody'd ever ignore me. I wouldn't need the chance to say sorry. I never be, because I know that I was part of the army that's helping me. I guess I am still a member, a different state of being. What I seen, it makes me shiver, the thought of reality. But I know it isn't over. I'm holding earth on my shoulder like I'm hoisting 80 boulders. I couldn't get any colder. Take a breath, because I'm running short on these words. Wish I could run like a cheetah or fly away like a bird. And way back when them birds used to sing, I was there. Singing with them was only part of my dream. You ain't hearing them. Now it's all a different scene. They don't even come out. My cheeks are starting to sting. I blow them up when I pout. And the chorus was like, come with me, take my hand. Way back when the days were brighter then. I guess it's all over. Come with me, take my hand. Way back when the land was lighter then. I guess it's all over. Right? The second verse is like, I'm not a child that is running, capping and dapping, just hoping that all this rapping will make a little something happen when the fire gets to cackling. Make my return to ask them, did I do what I was asked of? Pack up and head on back up. Let go of the demons who fought me and got defeated. I am the bigger person. I had enough and I mean it. Well, sigh. It was exciting this whole life. Wrote my story down on paper to see if it's told right. Why? Because I went silent one whole night. I had learned my lessons hard and I ended up in the fight. Wow. I sing because I'm proud and I say it loud. I done been through a lot. I'm just rapping to lay it down. My eyes are getting tired from trying to see through the fog. It ain't the dog in the fight. It's the fight in the dog. It's just me against the world. So my back is against the wall. Till I hear the bell ring, I promise I beat them all. I say, when I hear the bell ring, I promise I beat them all. Like, you hear me? My point is, the man was saying, this little boy who was me, okay, walking around with a big ass unk on his chest. I'm gonna show you that in a second, right? Actually, this was was I 12? I don't think I was even 12, because October 2011. Okay, this was right before, because the situation. I think the situation happened in the summer of 2012. So this happened months before I was brought up into the craft. You know what I'm saying? What did I say? I said, I wouldn't need the chance to say sorry. I never be, because I know that I was part of the army that's helping me. I guess I am still a member, a different state of being. He was saying something. He might not even know what it was. Actually, I don't doubt that. He knew exactly what he was saying, right? That he was a part of whoever those people are riding around in them crafts. He said, but he in a different state of being. You know what I mean? And now they telling you all about that avatar, streaming consciousness from one body to the next, all of that. You with me? So I just wanted to point that out. But let me show you the ankh that he used to walk around with. And all this is coming around full circle. It's so crazy. It's coming around full circle. What if I could change the whole planet with one song? This is what he was talking about. He wanted to talk song. I'm a kid. I'm a kid. Ice cream cones. Look at what I did. I'm a kid. I'm a kid. Ice cream cones. Look at what I did. Yeah, my name is Faise. Get out my face. I'ma stand up. I'ma put my hands up. What? I'm a kid. I'm a kid. Look at what I did. No, that wasn't me. I'm saying that because it was niggas who was saying, yo, you need to make kid music. Niggas sat me down. I think he finna talk about some real shit. Right? I'm 11 years old, finna be 12 years old. The nigga talking about some, you need to make kid music. He put on these damn crisscross shit. Crisscross will make you jump. And I'm waiting on him to laugh so I can laugh with him. But he never laughed. He was for real. And it scared the shit out of me that somebody could know me. You know me, yeah. Okay, so you know what music I'm making, yeah. And you just told me to make this? He like, well, it's going to be more marketable. He say kid stuff. Kids, make some kid stuff. I said, bro, this man can't be serious, but he was serious. And I started thinking adults was stupid. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm smarter than the adults. I started taking notes. Like, how do you know? What do you mean I'm not marketable? I told this nigga, I said, do you want to know how to market me? He said, what are you saying? Because he's like, he didn't know how to market me. He had to make me more marketable. I said, how about this? Tell people I'm 12. Tell people I'm 12 years old. That's how you market me. Because they're not going to fucking believe it. Tell them I'm 12 years old and this is what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? No, you didn't want to market me. Nigga wanted to, what I look like? Crisscross and make you jump, turn my pants backwards and shit. What the fuck would I have? I didn't need to be here. The hell? Okay, so y'all already have a crisscross. I don't need to be here. You got one already. Mindless behavior. You had Lil Peanut. Come on. I mean, Lil Peanut even had content. He wasn't even talking about some crisscross and make you jump. You know what I mean? He was talking about all the Tonka trucks got repoed. And, you know what I mean? He was speaking for the young niggas who was like 7. You know what I mean? Little Nico. Okay then. You know what I mean? You had all that. I'm like, bro, you showing me all these people. I'm not rich kids. I'm not none of them. I have a mission, bro. I don't have a season. I'm here for a longevity thing. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to get this done. I said, that's how you market it. Tell them folks I'm 12 years old. They never believe it. And we in there. No, he just didn't want to help me. That's all it was. I'm 25 now. You see this ankh? The same as that ankh. Right? Watch. Where is that?
Time to be getting way. Road to play. Came a long way, if it really made. Couple niggas in the gray, yeah, they didn't make it. Know they wasn't able to get away. Been working all day trying to get a plate. Nigga told me to wait, but I didn't wait. All of the time to these nigga wasted. I don't got no time to be getting wasted. I lost my homie to suicide. All on my own, it was do or die. They say the pistol hit the ground and it killed him. I just don't know if it's true or not. Like he was really supposed to make it. Shout out to Rap, you the greatest. These other niggas overrated. Me, you, Dre, Marco, 1K. We're all different, so they hate it. I know how I feel to be waiting for something to fall out the sky while you praying and jumping. Niggas never knew my story, yet they would look at my sneakers and make an assumption. Of course, if you looked at my bank, it was nothing. Barely even had enough for the bomb, but they ain't know I was a terror. Would've been robbing niggas if it wasn't for mom. All these shorties tryna holler, no leprechaun. Remember, I had no luck with the charms. Sister jacket barely covered my arms, but I ain't worried about nothing I'm warm. Actually got me through a couple of storms. Rockin' awesome.
Boom. All right. I might have just turned 12 in this. Right? You can't tell me that anyone run around ripping shit apart. Because they want to play around. What do you say? Rocking aunts when it wasn't the norm. That's him. That's still Faise One. He wasn't playing big ass unk on before niggas started to turn that shit into a fashion statement. You know what I mean? Let me show you. Yeah, I was 12.
Rocking arms when it wasn't a norm. Pig lurking like I'm stuck on the farm. Cause I woke up my rain and buzzer alarm. Really made it, yes I made it. They watching my numbers.
Y'all ain't hearing him. He said rocking aunts. What do you think? Let's where the shit started at.
The rap be the greatest. These other Dre, Marco, 1K. Well, all they hate it. I know how I feel to be waiting for something to fall out the sky while you praying and jumping.
See, I know how it feel to be waiting for something to fall out the sky while you praying and jumping. Niggas never knew my story. Yet they would look at my sneakers and make an assumption. Of course, if you looked at my bank, it was nothing. Barely even had enough for the prom. But they ain't know I was a terror. Would have been robbing niggas if it wasn't for mom. All these shorties trying to holler no leprechaun. Remember, I had no luck with the charm. Sister jacket barely covered my arms. I ain't worried about nothing, I'm warm. That shit got me through a couple of storms. Rocking aunts when it wasn't the norm. Pig lurking like I'm stuck on the farm. Cause I woke 'em up, rang the buzzer, alarm. Barely made it, yes I made it. They watching my numbers, that ain't what they estimated. Told my teachers I ain't need no degree to be great. I ain't said yet to say it. Taking my folk to the mountain. I'm steady counting. We going way up. Real woke. I said real woke. What I say? Real rap. Something like that. Real woke. No sleep. Something like that.
Real life, no cap.
Yeah, real life, no cap.
True story.
True story. This shit ain't made up. I want you to know that you ain't killed me when you shot. You want to see me low, but you gon' feel me when I'm not. I still got my pride. I know one day you gon' see. You can't take that from me, right? But I just want to show y'all that Unc been on me. I've been on this walk. You know what I mean? I showed you when I was 10 years old. I've been on this walk. I'm sure there's some shit out there when I'm 8, 9 years old. As soon as I was figuring out what the fuck the internet was, nigga, when Bebo was big, whatever. Y'all remember Bebo? Bebo, nigga, Mees. Y'all remember the Mees accounts? And nigga, we was at school playing Pop Tropica. I was on the web researching shit, figuring out how I'm gonna do this rap thing. You know what I mean? I had stuff. I was 7 years old making lyrics and explaining. I had a song called "When Jesus Confronts." Literally, when Jesus confronts. You know what I mean? I can't remember all the lyrics, but one of the lyrics was like, "What about all the missing years, 12 to 33?" Right? I said, if I was powerful, then how could you murder me? What about all them missing years, 12 to 33? You tell the truth, and there were no J's back then. Man, I was saying this shit at like 12 years old. You with me? I was never playing. So I know all that. Everybody want to act like it's some spiritual shit when it comes to these crafts and stuff. That's why I said make sure y'all don't do that. If you don't know what you're talking about, please be quiet, because it's hard enough to get people to see that we talking about a vehicle. Now, it should be not that damn hard with a picture that damn clear. It's a film picture. Y'all know that ain't no damn phone picture, right? She not holding up no phone. That's when motherfuckers be like, you remember you do the hit the left. That's one of them. You with me? But I guess people still won't get it. But that was all to say that, yeah, I had the experience and showed you what I was saying around that time and what I was doing around that time. Because people want to they swear that you making everything up. But all my shit is documented. You know what I mean? I've been on this walk. I ain't switched. I don't know what these folks were what they was doing with their life. But I've been prepared for this day and time.
99 of the Black Book. He saw Murdoch, Autumn Ray. The master teacher sent me this picture. And he said that he called the Shams on upstate New York. Kadesh just was upstate New York. He said, and the people saw this and still did what they did. Mm-hmm. So my thing is this, right? Glasses hurt my eyes. So my thing is this. I was wondering, where did the young elder get this picture from? Because I'm the only one that he gave this picture to. He sent one to the Babtech when we was working in the office together, but hers was blown up. He sent me this picture. So where did he get that from? And where did the young elder get my conversation with the attorney about Bobby explaining about the Native American stuff? And by the way, since we on that subject, the math teacher said that when people are constantly talking about Native Americans and the lands and Native America, he said, because they don't want to go to Africa. He said, when I come home, I'm shutting all my bookstores down. He said, we are leaving. We are going to Africa. He said, y'all can stay here if you want to, but he's out of here. He said he's tired of the racism. He's tired of seeing black people being killed. He's tired of seeing the unjust stuff that's been going on. He said, we are out of here. Okay? So I might have nothing against that woman, that's the Empress, or whatever name. I don't know her. She doesn't know the master teacher. And I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I really feel like they played her when they put her with Duswa. Once she got with him, it's a wrap. Ain't nothing you gonna do is gonna work, because whoever linked you up with Duswa was down with him too. They're demons, okay? And they work together, because if that woman had the papers to bring the master teacher home, somebody should have told him that what Duswa did when he went down to ADX and got the master teacher's privileges destroyed. You see what I'm saying?
And that's the same thing she said. Same thing. Where's that? The Empress was saying she didn't know. She didn't know that the shit went down. I'm trying to find it now, y'all. It's on one. I got a million tabs open. Here you go. She was saying she didn't know that it had happened and that was new information to her.
That's why, because that would have been setting me and my marshal up with information we should have known about. He didn't tell us that there was an issue with him going on the prison property. And me and my marshal, we don't have, we had standing to go on the prison property. He didn't. And he tried to use us as a front to start probably something else. And we didn't appreciate it. So I told him to give me the orders. I got the orders that he gave me in the DHL envelope that it came in, right? He went to his vehicle to get the orders out of there. And I went to the vehicle about maybe 3 minutes after he was in there. I don't know what he's doing in there. And then he handed me the documents. And then I handed it to my marshal. He snatched them out of my marshal's hand. And then that's when me and him started to toggle a little bit. And I said, "You gonna give me these documents?" And that's the document that you see. So
y'all see how this all lining up, right?
He said, "We are out of here." Okay? So I might have nothing against that woman, that's the Empress, or whatever name. I don't know her. She doesn't know the master teacher. And I'm just giving you my honest opinion. I really feel like they played her when they put her with Duswa. Once she got with him, it's a wrap. Ain't nothing you gonna do is gonna work, because whoever linked you up with Duswa was down with him too. They're demons, okay? And they work together, because if that woman had the papers to bring the master teacher home, somebody should have told him that what Duswa did when he went down to ADX and got the master teacher's privileges destroyed. You see what I'm saying? He went down there with some other brothers. The man and Barbara come out. And now you're going to go up there again with this woman? And then she said he snatched the paper out of her hand? Come on, y'all. Y'all already know what that is. Y'all already know who he is and why he was with her. And that's all I got to say about that. You know, because I had a lot of members of this tribe calling me about her. And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, just stay on course. Like, don't let people that are not Sabian, that don't read our doctrine and that don't work with Bible, take you off the path. You see? Stay with the course. Now, I want to show you some pictures of this sister who was slandering my name. Hold on a second. Okay. This is Ebony. Okay? Here she go.
Hey, let me tell y'all something about that licking out the tongue shit. All right? We won't do that. Okay? That's a short tail sign of who inside. You know what I'm saying? That spirit that's inside. Don't do none of that licking out the tongue shit. Okay? If that's your shit, stop doing that. Because it's a real, what's the word I'm looking for? It ain't thrifty. I think floozy. Is another word I'm looking for. But it's a loose spirit. All right? And it's running around in the community. It's been running around. Okay? People like Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, and Cardi B, they use them to push that spirit. But that's Lilith's spirit. That's Lilith. You understand? And another is Jezebel. There's another name for it. But it's a spirit. It's something that happens in the brain. It makes you start to align yourself with a snake. You start with women start moving. If they want to seduce you, they'll start moving like snakes. It's a natural display. Okay, y'all don't be doing that shit. Take that, give that back to them rock-ons. All right, they women was doing that shit. And they men was doing that shit. Kiss all them, spitting the tongue out. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, because it's like something making you do that. You feel me? So when you stop doing it, you'll realize what you was doing. Stop doing all that. You know, like, what's Megan Thee Stallion? She be like, It's like, it just sound like she possessed. You know what I mean? That's what, well, matter of fact, when you watch the movies, like the Exorcist movie they had, I think that was one of the things that made the motherfucker do. Lick their tongue out. You know what I'm saying? It be all extra long all around their face and shit. Yo, you don't do all that. Okay? These people are possessed. People are demonic. They being used. Okay? Put your tongues back in your damn mouth. That's for the women and men. There's niggas out here doing it now. You know what I mean? Don't do all that. Okay? Them Q dolls be doing that shit. Don't do that. Them motherfuckers, them Q dogs be on some whole other sex demon shit. Okay? And that's why all of them be doing it. Because soon they align with that fucking frat. Next thing you know, nigga tongue can't stay in their damn mouth. You with me? But a lot of people be having to bend over, letting another motherfucker paddle them and shit just to get into some frats. So, hey, I'm telling you. All right? They got to keep certain spirits moving through. But you stop them spirits from moving through. Don't do that. But I just wanted to point that out while she put it on there.
Okay? Here she go again. These are pictures that she posted on Instagram.
Can't keep it talking
Here she
about.
go again at the bar. Okay? So how are you going to call me, curse me out, telling me I'm about it, talking about I'm about it, and all this other stuff, and about me having this call on Mary York's birthday? They're going to always have something, whether I did it today or another day. They're going to always have something to say about me and what I do and about these demons in this trial and what they did to the master teacher. How is she a Sabian? She doesn't work with us, y'all.
Hey, let me tell you something. Only a certain, it's only a certain caliber, all right, of being that will put the pictures on the wall. If you know, you know. She ain't playing. If them pictures on her wall, she ain't playing. There ain't no little scrapbook sitting around. She ain't playing. Remember I used to tell y'all? All right? Hey, she for real.
Now, I also would like to address a few other things that somebody said about me. Because this brother that said something, where's the phone at? What I do with that phone? Hold on a second. Oh, it fell on the floor. All right. I want to address this issue right here. Okay? Okay, so this brother who calls himself Nusir Ray Atun. He said he interviewed Nan who had Tabajek come on. I did my best to handle the interview with care, as we always do, and gave love. The next morning, she called me and left a very profound voicemail. Oh, girl cussed me out, saying I had a lot of nerve to be speaking on her father's behalf. That's a lie. Baba's not my father. That's my mate, okay? Then he says, I deleted the profound message she left because I knew my best to handle the interview with care, as we always do, and gave love. The next morning, she called me and left a very profound voicemail. Oh, girl cussed me out, saying I had a lot of nerve to be speaking on her father's behalf. That's a lie. Baba's not my father. That's my mate, okay? Then he says, I deleted the profound message she left because I knew she was not the target in this war, but a distraction. I deleted all the hate mail throughout the years from different people because my shows had no room for it. Hurt people, and love people. And what else? She obviously has pain very deeply rooted into her soul, and she's possessed by it, obsessed into being possessed by Ray. And he sounds like a nutcase. This is not in any way any different from the pain of Jacob York. How are you going to affiliate me with a rat like Jacob York? And all that harm that he did to the master teacher. First of all, let me say this. Ebony is a freaking skeezer deezer, one night pleaser, okay? And I don't understand how women can allow men to mistreat them and beat them and mistreat them. But when I say something, oh, now you ready to fight me. You want to drag me. Oh, when I see you, I'm about it. I want the smoke. But she really mentally insane. Now, I want y'all to hear this conversation between me and Ebony, because I recorded her. She called me saying that she spoke to Ishmael, and I was like, I don't care about Ish. Y'all gonna hear it now. I want y'all to hear this. Hold on.
Oh, shit. Well, I tell you, all this shit coming around full circle.
Listen to this nutcase. Oh, and by the way, she says Baba's speaking through her.
Right now, because I'm listening to what you guys.
Wait a minute, you said Baba speaking through you right now? What did Baba just tell you?
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come. Con nada de eso le va a pasar porque Baba la está protegiendo a ella, ¿ok? Okay, whatever. She speaks Spanish.
Oh, damn.
I want the smoke. Listen to this nutcase. Oh, and by the way, she says Baba's speaking through her.
Right now, because I'm listening to what you guys.
Wait a minute, you said Baba's speaking through you right now? What did Baba just tell you?
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come. Con nada de eso le
She
va a
did the
pasar.
thing? Did she do the thing? Did she do the thing? Did she do the usher up and up and this? Now, I know you're familiar with Spanish. Explain it.
She just said, "Don't worry about it," and then she said something. That was English though. That wasn't Spanish.
No, it was from another.
Back it up.
I know. I just heard the thought of the set of the. Hey, look, I'm gonna play it in slow motion.
Don't do that. It can distort it.
I'm gonna play it in slow motion.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come.
What?
Spoke to Ishmael.
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come.
Yeah, that's just either she's saying a language, either that's Yoruba or something. But other than that, that's something else. I know. I recognize that. I went to church. She just did the thing. Baba wouldn't have said that. Pops would have been like, tell her that I said, what the fuck? Tell Pop the phone don't work. That ain't it. He wouldn't have said that. He wouldn't have said that. Who said that? Who said that? I'm gonna hear it slower.
Right now, because I'm listening to what you guys.
Wait a minute, you said Baba speaking through you right now? What did Baba just tell you?
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come. Con nada de eso le va a pasar porque Baba la está protegiendo a ella, ¿ok? Okay, whatever. She speaks Spanish.
What the hell? Don't worry about it. She might have been trying to cut her off, but she wasn't talking. So what is it? Don't worry about it. Everybody want Pop to be talking through them. That's the crazy part. When niggas ain't got shit else to say, they say, hey, Baba talking through me now. Baba talking through me. And Pop talking through me now. And he said he not too happy about what you said to me. Hey, man, she right about this shit, bro. I'm telling you. That's why she started recording. She said, this is fucking...
Listen to this nutcase. Oh, and by the way, she says Baba's speaking through her.
Right now, because I'm listening to what you guys.
Wait a minute, you said Baba's speaking through you right now? What did Baba just tell you?
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come. Con nada de eso le va a pasar porque Baba la está protegiendo a ella, ¿ok? Okay, whatever. She speaks Spanish.
She said, I don't speak Spanish. That's not Spanish. No, it's not Spanish. Hold on.
Don't worry about it. Y más fíjate la gente su come. Con nada de eso le va a pasar porque Baba la está protegiendo a ella, ¿ok? Okay, whatever. She speaks Spanish. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes.
the girl pleaded her case. She said, it's not Spanish. It's not Spanish. She said, fuck that. Fuck what language it is. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes.
Let's get down to the meat and potatoes.
All right.
Disrespect someone, you can't expect that when you desecrate and disrespect my dead father.
I did not disrespect your father, Ebony. Ebony, first of all, you're not listening to me. Let me listen to me.
Okay,
First of all, listen, I did not disrespect your father. I was disrespecting the people that you said got so much love and they did this for your father. I wasn't talking about your dad. I was telling you that Joaquin, and this is what I said. I said, Joaquin ain't never kicked up a dime. What they do is they call the people in the lodge. They get the sisters in OES, but you could have did that yourself and said, listen, I want to... Hold on, let me rewind it because somebody said they needed me to hold it closer. Hold on. Okay, let me take the microphone off and y'all can hear it. Because y'all need to hear this. You're going to hear her mumbling saying that Bob is speaking through her. Listen to this.
I knew it.
Because I'm listening to what you guys say.
Wait a minute, you said Bob is speaking through you right now? What did Bob just tell you?
Don't worry about it. Eso le va a pasar porque Baba la está protegiendo a ella, ¿ok? Okay, whatever. She speaks Spanish. Let's get down to the meat and potatoes.
All right.
Disrespect someone, you can't expect that when you desecrate and disrespect my dead father.
I did not disrespect your father, Ebony. Ebony, first of all, you're not listening to me. Let me listen to me.
Okay.
First of all, listen, I did not disrespect your father. I was disrespecting the people that you said got so much love and they did this for your father. I wasn't talking about your dad. I was telling you that Joaquin, and this is what I said. I said, Joaquin ain't never kicked up a dime. What they do is they call the people in the lodge. They get the sisters in OES, but you could have did that yourself and said, listen, I want to do this special for my dad and show the pictures that your father walked with Baba. That's what I said. I didn't
ask them to do it. But because my father's an old soldier from the Ansar days, they acknowledge him as family. They acknowledge him as family. If my family don't have the money to afford certain things, it's right that the tribe
and I'm trying to tell you what I know. I said that Joaquin ain't never give up a dime for your father. That's what I said. And I said, I don't give a damn about Joaquin. And you said, I just finished speaking to Ish. I said, I don't give a damn about Ish because all of them niggas left Baba in there to die. Okay? They don't care. They fronting in front of y'all. They don't care. That's what I said. I'll get Baba deal with it. He's in prison. That's not even realistic. See, this is why he's still locked up. Because y'all want some spooked out crap. Of course I know who Baba is, but you still spooking out. He still need people out here to work to help him.
I don't deny that. But when you start character assassinating, you need to go to my page so you can actually get the real meat and potatoes for your own self.
You started with me, and you went on Facebook talking crap about me. All right, I'm about to get off the phone.
Go to my page, or you go to my page yourself and read what I put up.
Look, sis,
very thorough.
Look, sis, I want you. This is what I want you to do. I want you to rest, take some medication, and get your life together, and stop calling me all of these names, because 1 minute you rolling with a sister, and then the next day you talking shit, because I won't tell you what my update is about.
I don't talk shit. I'm begging. Like I said in my video, if you start depending on people to carry you news, you can get the meat and potatoes by going to
I heard it.
What's up with her and this meat? But she hungry.
Heard it. That's why I'm calling you.
The write-up of what I wrote up about.
All right, look, you full of shit. All right, I'm about to get off this phone. You are. Get some mental help. Get some mental help, cause you full of shit. Yeah, okay. And Baba's talking to you.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever, girl. Why do? All right. So that was the conversation between me and her. So now, there's another brother who said something about me and said, well, he didn't say nothing about me.
This how I know that this is a fellow throwed offy. She just kept going. She just rolled over it like that didn't just like. She said, "Well, so the next thing I'm gonna." Y'all, was I not just talking about earlier? Was I not just saying earlier about the Shama Double Lava people in the church and the communion? Did we not just come on here and do that whole thing? About how they like drink the flesh and eat the blood. The blood. What did I know? Drink the blood, eat the flesh. And I was the only one who was saying, wait a minute. Remember that? I said, yeah, they be somebody speak its own, but all they be saying is shabba double up and that shabba up. And y'all getting mad at me, but then she just came on, this lady, she ain't even Christian. She said Baba was talking through her. But Pop don't sound like that. But listen, I'm not saying Pop can't speak through people because I've witnessed things in my life where it's like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying they still speak the language that the motherfucker speaks. Somehow they still say intelligible shit. What's the point of talking to a motherfucker just to say some bullshit? But yeah, Bob could have kept that. He could have kept that. I don't know what he was talking about. He could have kept that. He could have kept it to himself. You gonna tell me, hey, Pop speaking through me right now? All right, go ahead and talk. Shut up, I'm gonna tell the man, hell no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't accept that. I don't accept that. I rebuke that. Yeah, you could have. That wasn't even Nuwapu. That wasn't even. If it was Nuwapu, at least it would have been different. Okay, cool. I can. If I'm missing a word, I can go look that up. But then we'd be like, explain it. He's like, it's all good. That's why the other girls on Spanish. It's not Spanish. It's not Spanish. That's not Spanish. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. No, get to the. She's also, don't worry about it. Y'all can't translate when y'all do that. She put on the spot. Say, okay, Baba talking through you. We're not gonna deny it. If when Pops speak, it gonna be some shit that move. You can't deny that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna shut up. But no, she ain't had nothing to say. She said, shut up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hell no. And she picked up on that. She said, yeah, anyway, Baba's speaking through you. Her shabba dabba dabba dabba, why do? Now, I recognize why I do. I don't have to ask that. I accept that. She said, why do? It was super polite. Look.
So I heard it. I heard it. That's why I'm calling you.
Write-up of what I wrote up about.
All right. Look, you full of shit, all right? I'm about to get off this phone. You are. Get some mental help. Get some mental help. Because you full of shit. Yeah, okay. And Bob is talking to you. Yeah, whatever, girl. Why do? All right. So
I'm upset about the bada. I'm upset about that. I'm having a bad night. How you gonna make it a word? She made that shit. What she said, so I might be able to understand what she said. Barar. Hey man, this is a fellow throwed offy. I'm telling you. We can peek that shit. Yeah, that's why they don't like her. I can listen, just from listening to this shit. We've been listening to this 3 hours. We've been listening to this about 4 or 5 hours. I know I see why they don't like her. I can see why they don't want to fuck with her. Cause who? Cause my mama the same damn way. Like, bro, y'all not finna do none of this shit y'all gonna be able to do to the other people. We not them. The hell. Anyway, that girl said, why do?
Between me and her. So now, there's another brother who said something about me.
Somebody spelled it out.
No, he didn't say nothing about me. But he said, it says, sisters, a person who likes to argue is very sick than themselves. And the thing is this, what am I arguing about? My thing is, I witnessed things happen in Baba's life. And I'm not going to sit back and not do anything about it, y'all.
Yep.
It's not right. It's not right to sit back and do nothing. And y'all should be helping and supporting the person that's really doing the work. Okay? Because they're sitting up here lying to y'all, telling y'all that Baba's not coming out. She's this, she's that. But meanwhile, they partying and taking money from y'all that doesn't rightfully belong to them. It belongs to me. I'm doing the work. You know, just a couple of weeks ago, Baba's daughter, Uma York, reached out to me. And she said she wants to go visit her father. And she said, you know, I've been trying to get this one, that one. I know you'll help me. I said, I most definitely will. And I reached out and I called her on a three-way. Ask her, she'll tell you. I called her so she can hear for herself. And the woman took her information. And it took a while for the prison to get back to her because at the time they had a lot of snow and storms in Colorado. And she was like, I ain't hearing from nobody yet. I said, oh, don't worry. You going to hear from them. Because see, what I know about the BOP and what other people don't understand is that it doesn't matter if they're evil or they may appear to have power. They have jobs. What do Baba call jobs? Jobs. You one pink slip.
Y'all, did we not just read that today? Y'all got to pay attention why I keep stopping it and reminding y'all about the synchronicities. We just read that in this book. We just read it about the Job and the job. Let me see if I can even slip to this shit real quick. I don't know what page it is. We'll be here all day. But we just went over it today. And then what she say? Baba called, or Pops called the jobs Jobs. Right? I'm telling y'all, this ain't no accident. Pop coming home. These folk gonna have to eat their feet. I'm telling you. That a new shit. These folk finna have to eat their feet. You know what I'm saying? Watch.
Wants to go visit her father. And she said, you know, I've been trying to get this one, that one. I know you'll help me. I said, I most definitely will. What I know about the BOP and what other people don't understand is that it doesn't matter if they're evil or they may appear to have power. They have jobs. What do Baba call jobs? Jobs. You one pink slip and you out trying to find out how you going to survive with your family, right? So I play on that, you see? And I know that because they got jobs, yeah, they might try to get upset with me and try to do things to hurt me or use the informants in the tribe to try to attack me. But I'm not afraid. You understand? I have no fear. So what happened is I got the master teacher's daughter, Care, who y'all call Uma York. I got her to speak with the people from Washington. And they set it up. And then they called her and told her to send in the necessary paperwork. But her father said to her, I don't want to see much. I don't want you seeing me in here like this. He told his daughter, I'll be home. And he told her some other private things that she spoke to her father on the phone. Okay? And I arranged that to happen for her. So for those of you, and stop telling me to stop screaming. I'm talking. This is me. Y'all, what's wrong with you? Gosh. You know, get off my channel. Moderators, get rid of these people. If you don't want to hear me talk, then just get off. You understand? Damn. It's just annoying, man. Y'all are some freaking, y'all are monkeys. Lulu Amilu, man. My goodness. So, it's like this. This is what we got going on in the tribe. You had the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and then Clarence X the 13th had the 5%ers over there, right? Then you had Malcolm X. He was from the same pool of school of thought, and he did his thing with his guns and all that other stuff. And then you had James Brown, who came out, and Baba said James Brown gave birth to the Black Panther Party. So that's what we got going on in our tribe. You got all these different people going their way. And these are the personalities of the 144,000. And Baba said some of them will go to school and do whatever. Some of them will get in the world and get jobs and become these corporate people and have this money. He said some of them would try to become leaders like him. Others would branch off and be a part of other organizations. And the only people that would stay loyal was those that had genes of the tribe from Judah. Okay, ones. And loyal was those that had the genes of the tribe of Judah. Those were the faithful and honest and the loyal ones. Were the people from the tribe of Judah. Okay? So I'm going to end this call. We've been on here for...
And what's interesting is they call her Yehuda. Before Tabitha J, it was Yehuda. And Yehuda is, I think it's the Aramaic or the Hebraic way of saying Judah. A day in the life.
Okay, this video is to show you how many times Baba wrote me. And this is just before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. You see it's from Colorado. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. That's 72 envelopes right there. That's not including the other envelopes that I got.
Boom. So, like I said, I heard Pops say she ain't had no ulterior motives. She didn't come in. He said, how long you been around? She said, a while. He said, a long time. He said, you been here since 1970. He said, how many people have you seen come in and act like they want to help the tribe? Or they want to help him? But they get some money, they leave. They disappear. He said, they always come act like they with us, and then next thing you know, they're gone. He said, they always had hidden agendas. He said, not you. Okay, so that's all I need to hear. So what I'm asking for everybody to do is send some love to the sister Tabitha. Notice that this ain't my Cash App. And again, on record, she did not tell me to do this. Okay, she ain't tell me to do this. She ain't tell me to show no video, none of that. Okay, as a matter of fact, I was actually being told, yo, be cautious because these people, they trying to hurt me, da-da-da-da, you align with me. I said, shit. You know what I mean? We on the same boat. They shooting at our shit. But let me tell you something, we shooting back. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. I don't know what's going on with the young elder and Tabitha thing. I don't know. I've spoken to both of them trying to figure out, I don't know. I feel like there's a way in there. I don't really want to speak too much, but I feel like there's a way in there where we can, that whatever that is can be cleared up, and they could work, you know what I'm saying, with each other, and everybody can do that. But if not, then I don't feel that it's gonna I don't feel it's gonna have a negative effect if that's not able to be cleared up, because your elder's doing his works and she's doing her works. You know what I mean? Your elder's helping me. All right. I know that and feel that it's time to help her. You know what I'm saying? So what I know about it is Young Elder has a real big platform also in the YouTube field, right? And I have a big platform in the Instagram field. Other brothers like Bedell, they have TikTok dominated. You know what I mean? It's different areas and platforms where all of us is at. So it's like, all I know is, okay, we've been raising money for all kinds of shit. I raised money for music thing. I've never raised a dime for Dr. York. You know what I mean? I never myself said, y'all send me some money, I'm going to send it to Pops. Because I don't trust or know what none of these people talking about. You know what I mean? And I've never collected money for myself saying I'm going to give it to Pops or any of that. You will not find it. It doesn't exist. I've never done a room or anything say, all right, y'all, we got to raise this money for Pops. You know what I mean? No, that's lies. Of all money I've ever risen was from me selling my books to handle my own personal affairs. Okay, I pay rent from books. You know what I mean? That's real life. Anybody who's been close enough to know that, listen, no matter what it is, even if we all splitting rent and everybody can't do it, everybody know Omari got it. That's one thing that's going to be handled no matter what it is. And I sell books. They forget that. And I make $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month from books alone. You have to think about all the different times that people purchase the books. And some people send a lot. So I'm $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month off books. Okay? And I never said I was raising money for Pops. So when we do fundraisers, that's another thing. Other money being saved, money gets saved. You know what I mean? But I'm saying now, okay, when we have platforms that are this strong, this heavy, and we can have things going on, you know what I'm saying, how we've been having things going on, if the sister needs a retainer fee, that's nothing. You know what I mean? If the sister needs this, her car will be out of the shop, she didn't be able to move around, that's nothing. That's how we're supposed to move. And this is deeper than Wusabat. It has to be. Y'all got to wake up. All of you Sabians, you got to look around, look at how many people didn't want to help. Okay? Well, we have to go out into the world and say, look, here go the situation, just like I've been doing. The whole world started to know who he is. Yes. The name coming up. Yes. The name getting cleared. Finally. Yes. The documents being shown. Yes. Who played with his trust? Who gave him a lawyer? Who did this? Who did that? Who stole? Who tried to kill his daughter? Who did all of that? What was Jacob York saying? What did Sal York say about his father? Da-da-da-da. Okay, who are these names? And if there's an error, we can clear that up. Like you just seen me do in Shadow. As I say, I can stand on truth. I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? We move forward with that. There's no reason why collaboratively, whatever she's saying she need, because she's done the damn work, we can't help her. The only thing to stop people helping her be the ego. You know what I mean? No, we can help because we fucking can. You know what I mean? Then other than that, what else? What else? Because I just heard Pop voice. You ain't gonna be able to tell me shit. I heard him, and I heard what he was saying, and I heard what he's going through, and all of that. That's how I know he on the way home. I know he on the way. He suffered. He already went through. He carried the cross. They spat on him. They did all of that. Listen, that's over. It's time for him to come home. We got to help. And helping ain't just, you know what I'm saying, it's about the money thing. Helping is like, do y'all want him home? Some of y'all weren't even around for any of this, but you met Dr. York through me. Okay? You went and listened to his teachings. You played his meditation music. You applied the lessons. You started to see things changing in your life. You started to find out miracles were really happening. He started coming to you in dreams. Okay? When I did the phone calls, I said, everybody, you can do, and I might bring that back around for the last few days of the fundraiser. All right? But everybody, I said, everybody who wants to, you know what I'm saying, get in touch with me, you do $50 an hour, Everybody came and did that. Okay, boom. Some of y'all came and was like, yo, Pops came to y'all in a dream. Not just one person now. It was a few of y'all, about 5 of y'all, came and was like, Dr. York came to you and said, go talk to Faise. Another person said, yo, call Faise. Another person said, go find Faise. Find Faise One, right? He was coming to y'all, all right, as confirmation. Y'all weren't even there, but y'all were able to get, some of y'all weren't there, but you were able to get these messages, and you didn't even know who Dr. York was, all right? So I'm telling you, it's all coming around full circle. That's why it has to happen this way. That's why, you know, a lot of people trying to clear their name. Some people trying to get in beef with me. They trying to get in beef with me because it's just a deterrent. That's all it is. Well, where were you? That's all we want to know. Where were you in what I say in the 9th Hour album? Where you going to be when we pull up? Where were you standing when we went to slide? Was you a demon on demon time? Or was you with the heathens believing in God? Was you a wannabe teacher who made you some money, y'all people who needed some guidance? Or was you a leader who seek to divide? Was you a YP or Yaki or Rashad? You know what I mean? I'm asking real questions. That ain't no game. Matter of fact, I heard it. Yeah, we're going to play it. Where he going to be when we pull up? Because it ain't over. These folks going to be caught with their pants down. Some folks literally going to be caught with their damn pants down. You thought he was going to stay in there? That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. You don't know. You don't know what we dealing with. Okay? And I don't know how people can hear my voice and not think that this shit was still on. It's not over. So where you going to be? What niggas going to be into when that time comes? Because it's already here. You know what I mean? And now they trying to run around, act like they want to war with me and expose me, all this stuff. Bro, y'all late as fuck, bro. You're late. You're late. Y'all was quiet. But now it's getting too loud, huh? And everywhere you go, you see green light. Everywhere you go, you see Dr. York. It's fucking with you. Nightmares. Niggas waking up with cold sweats. Yeah, okay. You're not going to be able to flee from this truth. It's here. All right? I seem to be the only one who was able to build a platform up, and I built it up higher than a lot of these other motherfuckers who ain't want to do shit with them. They thought they had high platforms, and this ain't even the end of it. I told you where we going this year, right? At least, okay? I built up my platform, and I still ain't make it about me. I went beyond them niggas, and I still ain't make it about me. I'm still screaming Dr. York. I'm out teaching. I was just listening to one of my teachers. I said, yo, I told Mrs. Faye, I said, yo, do you know anybody that's out here that's teaching like this? You know what I mean? Or that's on this, like can flow for hours on end. How I flow and crack these codes. And I wasn't saying that to brag. I'm saying, yo, I'm listening to myself. I'm saying, yo, yeah, I can already see how this finna go. I already know how this finna turn out. I told Pops, because I saw a hand reaching down from the ceiling. Can I say that? Can I say that? Okay, I can. I saw a hand reaching down in the ceiling last year. No, I can't. No, yes, I can. Can I? There was a hand. I was laying in Mrs. Faise's living room last year, and I saw a hand reaching down from the ceiling, and I had a piece. I can't say it, so then whatever. I'm about to play this song. Fine.
Where you gonna be when we pull up? Where you was standing when we went to slide? Was you a demon on demon time, or was you with the heathen believing in God? Was you a wannabe teacher who made you some money off people who needed some guidance, or was you a leader who seeks to divide, or was you a YP or Yaki or Rashad? Was you in the street with some weed in your fire like 3 in the morning or 3 in the AM or 3 in the rising? Was you at home breastfeeding your child? Was you in the middle of eating some fries? Were you like the people who heeded the signs, or the folks in the middle of eating who died? They like Leviticus 5, then why they feeding you lies? Private inside of they town, I'm private, they shot at they mound, I'm private, they die, lay down, they private forgot in they crown, they shot it and parted and lottie-dottie all around, and 3 days later they looked down on that ground, them prophet, but not what they found, cause we got them prophets, they ride with us now, don't say that they did, they don't die, they get called up to holler, get all of their bodies get found, you don't understand it, you gotta dig down, deeper, we the ones spin around, you ain't see us, where you gonna be at when we get it sweeping, where you gonna be at, we'll be there this evening, are you waiting on the Lord to rapture, better pray don't fall on Sabbath, or you say you a donkey actor, or was you just a little bitty rapper? Or you say you a God, get past it. So was you just a little bitty capper? Man, we got shit that can knock out your solar system. We ain't worried about y'all. Nah.
Where you gonna be when we pull out the car?
Where you gonna be when we pull up? Where you was standing when we went to slide?
Was you a demon on demon time, or was you with the heathen believing in God?
Was you a wannabe teacher who made you some money off people who needed some guidance? Or was you a leader who seeks to divide? Or was you a YP or Yaki or Rashad? Was you in the street with some weed in your fire like 3 in the morning or
3 in the AM or 3 in the rising.
Was you at home
breastfeeding your child?
Was you in the middle of eating some fries? Were you like the people who heeded the signs, or the folks in the middle of eating who died?
You're like Leviticus vibes.
Why they feeding you lies?
Why you moving like you don't hear them trumpets? This shit confusing to me, like, Why you cruising like we ain't finna bomb shit? You must ain't tuned in, Why you moving like you don't hear them trumpets? It's confusing to me, like, Why you cruising like we ain't finna bomb shit? You must ain't tuned in, Anybody who heard that song, you know it's spiritual. You know it's spiritual. Where you gonna be when we pull up? Where you was standing when we went to slide? Was you a demon on demon time, or was you with the heathen believing in God? Like, what's up? Was you a wannabe teacher who made you some money out people who needed some guidance, or was you a leader who seek to divide? Or was you a YP, Yakia, Rashad? You know what I'm saying? Was you on the street with some weed in your fire? At like 3 in the morning or 3 in the AM or 3 in the rising, meaning it don't give a fuck. I mean, it don't matter. 3 in the morning, 3 in the AM, 3 in the rising, whatever. Right? Was you at home breastfeeding your child? Y'all know, hey, woe to those who give suck in those days. It's already written. So was you at home breastfeeding your child? You know what I mean? What is the next line? Was you at home? Was you like the people who heeded the signs, or the folks in the middle of Eden who died? Right? Listen, they're like Leviticus vibes. They're why they feeding you lies. Prophet inside of their town, them prophet they died and lay down, them prophets they shot at their mouth. Right? No, I said the prophet inside of their town, them prophets they. No, I'm not even gonna do that. What did the nigga say?
Prophet forgot and they time, them prophet they prophet inside of their town, them prophet they shot at their mouth, them prophet they die lay down.
Okay, so prophet inside of their town, them prophet they shot at their mouth, them prophet they died and lay down, they crown, something like that. I think what is it?
They prophet forgot and
they prophet. The prophets lay down they prophet. You know what I'm saying? Prophet they died and lay down they prophet for God and they crown, right?
Crown, they shouted and partied and lottie-dottied all around it.
So the people did what? They shouted and partied and lottie-dottied all around. Listen, I'm telling you, they partying and shit. Don't even realize. Watch.
Then 3 days later, they looked down on that ground. Them prophets was not what they found.
3 days later, they looked down on that ground. Them prophets was not what they found. Because we got them prophets. They riding with us now. Don't say that they died. They don't die. They get called up to Allah. Yeah, all of their bodies get found. You don't understand it? You got to dig down, deeper. We the ones that been around. You ain't see us? Where you gonna be at when we get to sweeping? Where you gonna be at? We'll be there this evening. Or you wait on the law of the rapture? Come on now, listen what you saying. Or you say you a dog, get active. No, I say, are you wait on the law of the rapture? Better pray it don't fall on the Sabbath. Same thing with the woe to those who give suck in those days, right? Breastfeeders, those who got children. Hey, pray your plight be not in the winter or in the Sabbath. You with me? I'm giving you a science. It's all written. So you wait on the law of the rapture. Better pray it don't fall on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? Or you say you a dog, get active. Or was you just a little bitty rapper? Or you say you a God, get past us. If you a God, get past us then. Or was you just a little bitty capper? Aw. But we got shit that can knock out your solar system. We ain't worried about y'all. No. Where you gonna be when we put out that call? That's it. It's a real question. We just want to know where niggas gonna be at. Because it's being shown now. All of it's being shown. You with me? Let me see what else we got. Remember this, when I did this, December 13th, I think it was. It might have been December 13th or December 14th, one of them. The 9th hour drop. Okay, remember the 9th hour song on there. Matter of fact, we're going to go straight to the good man. Let's listen to it. Let's go to it.
Yeah. Might have been different next life. Maybe this isn't the best time. Maybe I wasn't your type. I wasn't cold enough for you. I was too bold.
We rushed too soon, too soon, too soon. I am a good man. Fuck what you can't discern. Won't get another chance. This day you learn. When the tree falls, I'll hear the sound. But I won't have to be around. You don't have to believe me now. But I'm leaving how I don't wanna leave you here.
Pain on a higher level,
a whole nother tier.
I'm an entire rebel with
No fucking fear.
Everybody see me,
Even the niggas who pierce me.
letter to my exes.
Yes, this is sincerely.
Never should have let you near me, but you steered me into a new direction. Clearly it was best, cause even through my depression, weirdly I was blessed, and yes, I must confess,
My spirit be getting tested just cause I ain't meshed in the flesh.
it's less a mess, cause I ain't invested.
So I detached from the past trying to get shit.
Had a nigga tripping, trying to find out where you stand.
But I ain't in Texas.
There I was,
I ain't them text messages stressing like I am a good man, I deserve the best of life. I'm at war with the beast, last thing a nigga needs is an extra fight. He gon' have to be my peace, Smith and Wesson type shit.
I grip on that handle, she gon' stretch and bite shit. Tell them devils wearing them vests.
I'm Wesley sniping them. Might have been different next life. Maybe this isn't the best time. Maybe I wasn't your type. I wasn't cold enough for you. I was too bold. We rushed too soon. Too soon, too soon. I am a good man. Fuck what you can't discern. Won't get another chance. This day you learn. When the tree falls, I'll hear the sound. But I won't have to be around. You don't have to believe me now. But I'm leaving how I don't wish to watch you burn. But if you get burnt, that's your journey. And you earned it. I left and came straight here. Never to return. Nigga came straight here. Like I'm permanent. I came straight here to the weed route. I pop out on these bitches like some leave out. I thought I was gonna kick it, shit. I feed 5-4 from Atlanta like T.I. With the tiny nigga, he a giant. Talking like they big stepper, but they ass cap. Yeah, the BMI. Businessman incorporated. Nigga, I be in mine. Skirt off in that lamb, better follow when I'm speeding by. Popping and popping that key and peel, no comedian. Yeah, it was that one, the Night Hour one, cause I talk about Diddy on that shit. Cardi B is not Illuminati. She ain't running shit, she just a puppet. Everybody either all set or Bobby. Ain't nobody rising up above it. Every time I swipe, I see the hype of this black versus white. Change the subject. The devil ain't a spirit. No, the devil, them niggas you be hitting up the club with. Come on. Not the goat, no, he the dragon. Maltese, click to read attached. What'd he say? He said Drake and not the goat, no, he the dragon. Then you seen Drake come out with the dragon shit on the spine, big ass spine fit he had on. Come on now, Drake ain't the goat, he the dragon. And he showed y'all that. Listen what he telling you. Not the goat, no, he the dragon. Maltese, click to read attachment. RIP to S, you see what happens. Who you think been blessing these assassins? Nigga said Drake is not the goat, no, he the dragon. Right? Maltese. Click to read attachment. I'm telling you some shit without telling you some shit. Alright? I'm gonna say it one more time and that's it. Drake is not the goat, no, he the dragon. Maltese. Click to read attachment. Alright? Who you think been blessing these assassins? RIP to X, you see what happened? Who you think been blessing these assassins? Somebody got the money. Somebody got the money. You with me? So I know two powers that got that money. You with me? All right, Maltese, click to read attachment. Watch and see. Like when you say click to read attachment, you tell him saying, hey, look who connected to who. You feel me? All right. That's it. Meek Mill and Jay-Z capping. Prison reform, like what in the fuck do these niggas be on? Yeah, Meek Mill and Jay-Z capping. Prison reform, like what in the fuck do these niggas be on? What are you gonna say? Public Relation Committee, I'm knowing. Niggas got in trouble, wanted to clear their name up, make it seem like they were doing community work. Niggas ain't give a fuck. Watch. Public Relation Committee unknown. They don't give a fuck what really be going on. And they see that they literally frown. They still torn apart. Cops kill us. Y'all still gonna march fists to the sky. You don't see this as an issue, but I do. But everybody gets to decide. Make a choice, gotta pick, choose a side. Turn around and catch a break to the eye. Cause it's hard for you to visualize. All they ever did was trick you and lie straight to your face. Say they plan to make a fake human race. Look around you, it's safe to just say mission accomplished. 90% of you niggas is zombies. Even you wanna be spiritual conscious. Niggas is really just ignorant dummies. Sorry, I hope you forgive me for coming out the way I am, but I'm sick of this nonsense. Niggas could have stayed Christian if y'all was gonna miss the whole point of religion's imprisonment. This is what's wrong with all of you dogs. I've been picking them bones with. You don't even pay attention to the pit that brought you this shit, but keep listening on it. Ninth hour, black power, white power. I'm just saying it plain like what strike towers. But we ain't the same, you ain't twin gang, I ain't like cowards. Say you can't use water or fire to wipe out a whole race of demons, they ain't me the right shower. Before, well hello to y'all, come on. Ain't shit left for your matrix for a nigga to break shit out of. Broke it all. Had a whole lot of codes to solve, everything that was cold been thawed. Heat, ninth hour. You got Puff burning sage, it's the bad boys in trouble finally. And every dog has his days, so what does that say about Drake? You ain't hearing them though. You know what I'm saying? Got Puff burning sage. It's the bad boys. Listen, in trouble finally. And every dog has his day. So what did that say about Drake? Okay, remember that whole Bad Boys is Jacob York. All right, because what I say on the Wedding of the Lamb album, in the Gate song, listen, we don't fuck with Diddy. You gotta hop up there with me. Smoke. Pull up, get the puff, and we don't fuck with Diddy. This ain't TD Jakes. And this ain't Jacob. We don't fuck with Diddy. So a lot of people don't probably know who Jacob is when I'm saying that. Jacob York, the one who brought the case against Dr. Malachi York, one of P. Diddy homeboys. Y'all see how all this is connected? The same ones who wanted Tupac gone is the same ones who want me gone. Y'all see how all this is connected? It's the same fight over and over and over and over and over and over again. You with me? Yeah, won't fuck with Diddy. Cause them the bad boys. Them dragons, them the Drake and them. That's Shaitan in them. That's Tanin in them. That's Halal in them. That's Beelzebub in them. Come on now. And we Michael them. You know what I mean? We Jabril them. Like, that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know what this Jabril got going on. Jabril Muhammad 19 Keys. He ain't woke his ass up yet. Right? But we waiting on him to come up out the fucking moon cycle. You know what I mean? But niggas supposed to already know what the fuck moving. Everybody should be saying free Dr. York. If they can't grasp that, something wrong. If they cannot say that Dr. Malachi York need to be out of prison and that that's the one who set the whole record straight or rose the whole record up out of the darkness, then you got to side-eye him. Simple. Simple. You want to know who the agents is and who the motherfuckers can't be trusted? It's everybody who know who that man is. And they won't say his name. They won't even say his name. You with me? Let alone the fact that it ain't just no man. They know who that being is. They know who that light is. And they won't even say his name. You got to side-eye them. Then what they teaching then? Where they going with it then? You with me? I'm not playing with these niggas. I don't care what nobody say. Notice how they always got to say this too. Maybe like they had to do like so-called exposed video. So say, he makes good music. He makes good music. Y'all got to acknowledge that. Do you know that when you say I make good music, you telling me my magic work? Do you know that? Do you know that you put it on record for all them niggas who walking around you, who you probably would have been able to call on for help? You telling them, hey, his magic work. They don't even want to help you now. He makes good music. That's it. That ain't all. Yeah, he do solid works. Yes, my works show themselves. Every time I say something, put that pen to it. It's going to come to life. It's going to come to life. So he makes good music. That'd be the craziest thing. They think they dissing when they do the butt thing. He makes music, but no, ain't none of that counts after that. You just said the magic work. And now that's why niggas, it's a whole window seat happening right now. Every day niggas is showing up on my live. You ever seen me show up on one of their lives? Not one of their lives. Even when I was, this last year, you know what I mean? When I looked over, I see somebody, I said, what are you on? He said, the live. I said, why? The fuck, why you on the live? This was last year. You know what I mean? Because Otmo said some shit. Okay, so what? So he ain't saying shit. I said, what did he say? Nothing? Basically, right? Yeah, nothing. He just said I was slandering. Okay, exactly. Because he can't go into detail. If he go into detail, he gonna entrap himself. He go into detail, he gonna slip up. It's gonna be a 3-minute detail before people be like, wait a minute. He can't go into detail about anything I'm saying. They always want to say he's lying. They always want to say he made it up, but they don't want to go into detail about any of the things that I said. That's fine. You can bring your side of it or your perspective or whatever it is you want to call it. Okay, just tell it in detail, and they can't. You know what I'm saying? They trying to avoid that. You with me? But watch what I'm telling you. The gate already been open. Listen, bring them through the gate. I'm telling you, everything is on. Look at the names of the songs that I put on these albums, and when I drop them, the time period and the things I'm saying, and you'll get what's going on. You gotta hop up there with me, smoke. Won't fuck with Diddy. And this ain't Jacob. Won't fuck with Diddy. Oh, let me put this on record. At one point in time, Diddy's son, what did their name call himself? King Combs or something like that. Diddy's son subscribed to my Instagram at one point in time. All right, Diddy's son was rocking with me. Don't let these folk try to play and disassociate themselves now. At one point in time, these niggas was, you know what I'm saying, looking and paying attention to everything. The nigga had literally subscribed. That's how deep it went. And I got proof of that. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they gonna act like it didn't happen. That's fine. Watch.
Diddy, this ain't TD Jakes and this ain't Jacob. Won't fuck with Diddy. Bitch, I'm from the A.
We don't mistake it for another city, New Jerusalem.
Don't do the fooly fool with him.
And if you do, you lose a limb.
Don't make me do it till you see him.
I'm walking on top of coffins. I let the G's in. We do this often, not just the weekend. Dark skin,
Light skin,
brown skin.
bring 'em
Through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the gate. I'm through the gate, through the gate, through the gate, through the. I said dark skin, light skin, brown skin.
break. Oh,
Ooh,
damn.
shawty fine, and she got a lot of mine. Hold up, what you doing out on this side of town? You know we get busy here, pop out and get fizzy here. OG with a pole, he 64, he ain't hit Disney yet.
He abracadabra.
Make your magic city disappear, and I hope that's crystal clear. All my niggas scripters here. That don't mean we script, that mean we script. We flip the script, we switching gear. No unknownism, we don't do no 66 in here. 999 guy,
We gon' do
yeah.
the world for every.
I gotta stop right here because they finna cut the line, y'all. So I got a minute left. Make sure y'all send love to the sister Tabitha. She let y'all hear Doc voice. All right? She let y'all hear what he going through from his mouth. Okay? I mean, bless her just for that alone. You with me? And we, like I said, we're gonna figure out all the different ways that I'm gonna figure out all the different ways that she need help. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody fucking with her. None of that. I don't know. Listen, okay? All of that's protected. All that's handled. Okay? Everything else, I don't know what's up with Brother Young Elder and her. If I can fix it, I can fix that. If I can't, those are two people. I don't have an issue with either one of them. All right? So we'll see if they can find a way to get this out to more people if that's what needs to happen. If not, then that's cool. That's where they at with it. All right? Other than that, I love y'all. Peace in the land is truly wonderful. Okay, send love to the Sister Tabitha because you can. And yeah, we'll be back on here soon. All right? Well, I do.